Welcome back to Beyond the Film podcast, your number one escape from reality and into the movie universe.
Oh, yes.
Hey, we are your guys, Rose and Meadow, and we are going to take you on a trip to Gotham. We watched The Dark Knight, and we're going to review it. Yes. And our notes are on our phones. That's why we're on our phones. I feel like we don't have to explain this after this movie,
But yeah, it's been a couple movies at this point, and now it's gonna be the norm. But that was a beautiful intro.
Thank you.
Yes.
My notes are like a little rough, so please bear with me this episode. Yes. This movie was also very long. So grab a snack, grab, a drink, sit down, chill, relax, get crafty.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. And
enjoy the
time.
Exactly. Okay. First off, this is our first outside of Marvel film that we're reviewing.
Yeah.
We're kind of keeping it in a little bit. We're in
the
DC
realm.
Universe. Yeah. But not even the DC universe, just in DC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah.
Literally. It's more so, I would say, we're just still kind of keeping it around action-packed superheroes. Yeah.
Sci-fi.
All that kind of vibe.
And this is also my first time watching this movie.
Yeah, I'm really excited to hear what you have to say, because I was noticing, I was like, wow, when I got to the end, I was like, wow, I don't really have any closing thoughts, because I've literally seen this movie so many times. So I'm really excited to hear what you have to say.
I will say one thing I didn't realize: this is the sequel. This is not it's a trilogy. This is movie 2. You didn't know this?
The Dark Knight Rises is...
There's Batman Begins.
Oh, Batman Begins is a part of The Dark Knight?
Yeah, that's the first movie.
Really? Wait, with the same actor?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I had to look it up because I was so confused. I was like, what the heck is going on?
Oh my goodness. No, I did not know. I've never seen that. Oh my goodness. This is adding a whole new level to this Dark Knight. I've seen this one and the second one so many.
Really?
Well, the third one, I guess. So many times. Bro.
Because I was so confused. And I looked up, I was like, okay, this makes sense why I'm confused. Because there's a lot missing here.
Bro, I just thought it was supposed to be confusing.
I thought we were supposed to be less confused. I thought that was the point.
Right. It's a little bit confusing. And then we watched the second one and then it's great. But no, I've been watching 2 and 3. The whole time I didn't even know there was a 1.
Yes.
I have to watch it.
Yeah, we'll watch it. Anyways, you don't get that review. Sorry, we already have a schedule planned. But if you want, comment down below. We can review it on TikTok.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, anyways. So, my first thoughts going into this, I had preconceived Batman thoughts. Batman movies are gloomy and they're dark and ooh, scary. Ooh. And I was pressed play and there's light. Why is it so bright in here?
Turn the brightness down.
What is going on? So, it's okay. Everything that I feel because I haven't even seen any other Batman movie besides the newest one, and I feel mine is comic book essence theories that I have of who Batman is.
Who is Batman?
Yeah. So going into this movie, that's what I was thinking. To me, Batman is this loner, and he has this really cool high tech Bat cave. Which we obviously see is not the case in this movie. I was where are your gadgets? What is going on in this dingy basement right now?
No, literally, it's so bare. And I'm well, there are things that come out of the ground, and he randomly just the scene where he had the machine gun shooting different bricks.
Bro, this is supposed to be a cave. I need 3 cars on deck. No. I need scaffolds up and down the wall.
I would like to okay, bro. Never mind. Keep going, please.
But yeah, he's this, and then the movie's supposed to be dark, and Gotham is this bad, horrible city that you see on camera, not just that you hear about them saying. So yeah, going into it, very different than my thoughts. Let me just hold on. Get rid of this stuff. Okay. So then we actually jump in to the movie. I had to watch this beginning thing twice. I was confused because they were okay, 3 of a kind, and they're no, there's 4 and then 5. And okay, I was okay, I'm gonna count. like once they started killing people, I was like, okay, I'm gonna count. And then like I was like, wait, like my count is wrong. Like there's 2 people left, but like where is the last person? No, I figured it out. I had literally like I did math. I literally was like, okay, 3, 4, one's dead. This is how they died. I figured out the person that was missing is the guy that got hit by the bus. Yeah. But I feel like this scene is a great scene.
Like once like the way that it all unfolds is like a great introduction to who Joker is and like how much he thinks about things. Like this man is not stupid. He's not stupid in the slightest. He's not crazy. He's unhinged and he's not mentally well. However, he is of like, I would say he's of sound mind for the most part. Like he knows exactly what he's doing and why he's doing it. He's not insane. That's the word. He's crazy, but he's not insane.
Yeah. Definitely. Because like rewatching it and then like seeing the Joker being revealed and like the one scene where the banker coming out and he says whatever the heck.
Yeah, and he's like the manager.
Yeah, it's like, how many bullets does he have left? He's like, none. You're good. And then he has a bullet left, and he's like, you can't count. Can he not count, or did he do that on purpose? Because that was the Joker, and like he was gonna end up dying anyways. Yeah.
Wow.
I got it.
Yeah. See, this part always confuses me. This goes into my part where I'm just like, oh, maybe it's just supposed to be confusing. So I just kind of like brush it off. But I'm just like, right, like there are all these clown masks. But I did not know who was who, what was what.
Oh, because I had to go back. I kept track. I was like, okay, the guy with the checks and the guy with the blue mouth and the red hair. I
need to understand.
Yes.
Continue.
And then like some of the quotes from this beginning scene, like when the banker was like, criminals used to believe in things. Nowadays they don't believe in anything. Yada yada yada, which I feel like is a good thing to keep in mind, like as we go through the rest of the movie. And then Joker being like, "What doesn't kill you make you stranger." That's very telling of his
situation,
like who he is. That man is
something. Yeah, I think that the Joker has really great quotes. Like out this whole movie, like he's just
I got a few in here.
No, literally, I was like, dang.
One side thing though, because they robbed the bank, Joker makes everyone kill everyone, and he's the last one standing. How did the other buses not notice a bus ride out the side of the building? That's what I'm
saying. And see, I think it's more so about like willful ignorance. Like they obviously just saw that happened, but like, hey, what am I supposed to do? I'm just a bus driver.
Right.
These criminals are crazy. Like they're so crazy they just drove a school bus out of a bank. What do you want me to do with that?
I guess.
I mean, all they could do is call the cops. The cops already on the scene. It's just like
even the like.
No, like the cops go by and it's like, okay, so no one sees that there's a bus pulling out that's dusty. It's literally a dusty bus. I know it's in line with all the other buses, but it's like also, why did that bus make room for the bus to get in? Like it didn't cause no traffic jams, just seamlessly. Oh, fun fact: this was filmed in Chicago. Yeah, and like I never knew that before because I was always like equating Gotham to New York, and I'm just like, right, like I'm like looking for New York, like oh, I've never been to New York, so I can't really tell. But now that I know that it's Chicago, I was seeing certain things. I was like, that's definitely Chicago. Like I'm seeing the river and the bridges, and I'm like, I know Chicago when I see Chicago.
I mean, people say Chicago is like a mini cleaner New York.
It definitely is, absolutely, and
that's not mine.
And like for what Gotham is, I feel like maybe Chicago is a better equator to that.
I feel like maybe in this
but no, like with all the corruption and stuff, I would say New York. I don't know how the crime in Chicago. I feel like my assumption is that it would be more gang related than like corruption, and I feel like New York is more equal to the corruption stuff. But continuing on
with the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I put this out of order. We get a little tease into like Batman in this first scene because it's like, I like the call went straight to a private number and not the police when she was trying to hit the thing or whatever. Like, why aren't they calling the police?
What's up? What's the tea?
What's going on? And then we get to see. So this is where I was confused. These like first half hour, 45 minutes, I was confused. We get to the first scene of some heist or something. I don't remember. Some cops.
Yeah.
Drama going on. And then Batman pulls up, but it's not Batman. He has guns. And I'm like, Batman uses guns now? Like, what kind of movie? What is going on? And it's like, no, there's like 3 other Batmans. This is where like the first movie comes into play because I don't remember his name. You know the guy from Oppenheimer? He was in this movie. He's in the first one. His character's in the first one. And so that's why like it makes
that's where Scarecrow came from.
Yes.
Because when I was watching it, I had never noticed that Scarecrow was in there. I mean, I feel like I've seen him, but like I didn't really register. Like, yes, like Scarecrow is an actual character in the DCU, and so like when I noticed it this time around, I'm like, I wonder why they don't do anything else with Scarecrow. Like he's just in this intro scene, and like that's just shit. I'm like, wow, so confusing.
See you later, I guess.
We're supposed to be confused. Gotta go. And yeah. And it was very interesting how like Scarecrow knew immediately that wasn't Batman when he pulled out the gun. Like he was like, yeah, that's not him. I was like, wow. Like, see, like Scarecrow know him, so like, why they not doing more with him?
He did.
The first movie.
He had his time already. Yeah. But like this was the first like I feel like this movie has a lot of well-known actors nowadays. Like it has him. He just had his big year last year. And then you have later on we have Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. We got the man who plays Alfred. We have
I don't know that man.
It's okay though, but he's a pretty well-known actor.
Okay. And then we have
Batman himself.
Is he a well actor?
Yeah.
Because I looked him up, I was like, I ain't never seen his face before.
I always forget his name though.
I even wrote it down. I was like, okay, what happened to this actor? But then he does have a lot of movies.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just me.
Yeah.
And then there's
I thought it was Christian Bale.
Heath Ledger.
Yes. R.I.P.
The crazy thing is, his death isn't funny. I'm not laughing at that. But like, I first looked him up to like see who the Joker was. Like, oh, it's Heath Ledger. Like, this is a rom-com guy. Like, what's he doing here? That's crazy. And then I looked him up again. I was like, wait,
rom-com guy?
Literally, I was like, how did I not see that the first time?
Yeah.
What is going on?
So sad.
That's crazy. And he died like when the movie came out.
Sad. See, I think that this movie did a lot on his mental health. Because he did a lot of method acting and like losing sleep and like doing things to get himself in the mind of the crazy.
Because the little like mannerisms that Joker has in this film, I was thinking about that. I was like, okay, what kind of acting which role did he go into it?
He went serious.
And method acting is a lot.
Yeah, until that's not like, man, because yeah, he died by soup on the side.
Got it. Soup on the side. Gotcha. Anyways, but yeah, I was thinking of the Spider-Man meme when we got to the scene with the several Batman.
Yes. hey.
Wait a second.
And see, talking about them, it makes me think like, let's see. Yeah, like, what's the difference between you and me? Like, that's what one of the Batman said. And I wonder, like, how does Bruce justify his actions? And I'm like, I feel like we get more information about this in the first one. And like whatever is going on with him. But I'm just like, like, how does Bruce justify his actions versus others? And it's like, what's the problem? Is it that they're dressed like him and they're like not embodying their own kind of character? Like, what's up?
No, I definitely, throughout watching this film, I felt like it was Batman. Like, that's the character development that we got, but we didn't get a lot of Bruce. And I was like, okay, who is Bruce? Like, is he just like this narcissistic, like, playboy billionaire?
Yeah.
Like, is that all we get from him? Because whenever we have, like, serious dialogue from Bruce, it's, like, Batman related.
Yes.
And then if we compare it to, like, other movies that we talked about, like Marvel, like we see
both sides
Tony Stark. We see Iron Man. We see the dynamics and how they contrast.
So yeah, that definitely has to be where Batman Begins come in.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, there's so much that we're missing here.
Yeah.
Watch us be wrong. He's just
more
Bruce
Batman.
Bruce is just irrelevant. Sorry.
Because like I also, with all the chemistry that we have with Rachel, I just like when I first saw this movie, I'm just like, oh, like I'm just supposed to be assuming all of this other information. Like, it's just supposed to be fill in the blank kind of movie. It's just what it is. No.
Yeah. Also, yeah. Well, I'll get to her. But this is the first time I hear like this Batman's voice. Not gonna lie. Not it. Not a fan.
You don't like it?
No, bro. I'm like, he's a billionaire. He can afford to get like one of those little voice machines, like change his voice. He just talking all real dark and scary. Yeah. I'm like, how many times a day does this man drink tea? Like, he got a cough drop in his pocket or something?
No, for real. I'm thinking like, but also maybe it's different for guys because like,
it still hurts. It still hurts.
Oh.
Like if you're putting up this persona.
Every night he's the Batman.
Going to sleep with a cup of chamomile tea.
Gots to be. I don't think he's drinking enough chamomile. Maybe he would have been relaxed.
Maybe. And then yeah, we see the Batcave, which we talked about. I thought was lame in comparison. Because I didn't finish, but there's so many like spin-offs when it comes to like Batman and his character with the DC. Like they have multiple different series, and there's a series with like his adopted son who isn't Robin. It's like just it's a different guy.
Nightwing?
No.
Oh, he doesn't turn.
Or maybe he turns. I haven't gotten that far. But he's just like a blonde white guy that like his parents got taken away from him too. He's an orphan too, and took him in. Anyways, that's not the point. In that movie, he has like a cave. Like it's like a real, like what you imagine the Batcave to be. It's like high tech and stuff.
Yeah.
And so seeing this and having that in my head, I'm like,
this is underwhelming.
Blank? Yeah, like all he has is a car in there.
And it's a long hallway. Yeah, I definitely was underwhelmed by that and like the other little cave situation that they show. I'm just like, dang.
And it's not even like connected to his mansion. Like he goes into like a random, like, what are those called, shipping container?
Yeah. And then I mean, like, okay, I understand.
I guess.
You know, you don't really need that by your house.
It's just very.
If they see Batman pulling out somewhere, like, oh, we saw Batman pulling out of Bruce Wayne garage.
Right. But like in the other films, no one put that together. Like, but I feel like it's definitely intentional. Like, I feel like this Batcave being so bare and stuff is for a reason.
Yeah, because like that's why I was saying, like, things come out of the floor. Like I remember there was a scene where his bat suit came out of the ground, and like you were seeing all of the different things that go onto his bat suit and like the belts and stuff. And so yeah, I would guess that there's a lot of things underground, like just under the ground that he pops up when he deems necessary. Other than that, like, just stays as is.
Right. I also feel like it feeds into like this lone wolf persona that we get from Bruce Wayne. Like obviously we know he's not with Rachel because like he can't give up this Batman life, and we don't see him with like any friends or anyone else. Like anytime he pulls up with a girl, it's like the predictable like playboy billionaire girl, like ballerina,
prima ballerina, yeah,
supermodel, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
like, but he's not going home with them. Like, just have someone on his arm to show face.
Yeah, accessories for her and for him.
Speaking of Rachel,
tell me about her.
We see Rachel. I'm like, who is Rachel?
No, for real.
Because for me, Batman doesn't have a love interest in my head besides Catwoman.
No, literally.
Like that's the only like.
I guess because Rachel is
right. So I was like, oh, like he has, a love interest, I guess, and this is where their romance comes in the first movie. But I looked it up. Apparently, it's a different actress. In the first one.
I don't like that.
I personally don't like this Rachel like the actress. I don't like her acting. So I was like, okay, maybe the first one was better. You know, maybe her acting was better.
I just don't like that they switch actresses.
Yeah, which I didn't look that up why. But it's like, okay, why did you switch actresses? But usually when we look it up, usually like money. Or they got too cocky or something.
Or
schedule-wise.
Yeah. Recently, death. The Hulk. What's his face?
Right.
Yes.
I was like, who? Mark Ruffalo died? What?
So, I did not hear about
Way
this.
To drop a bomb on me. Dang. But anyways, we see Rachel with, I don't know any of these other guys' names.
Like, it's okay. Who are you talking about? Are you talking about the DA?
The blondie.
The one that turns into Two-Face?
Yes.
Dent. Harvey Dent.
Okay, yeah, I call him Blondie.
Okay.
I don't know his name. But yes, we see Harvey and we see Rachel. They're in like court. And we see his first interaction with this coin. And from the jump, I knew this coin was going to be something crazy. Something weird little quirk he has.
Yeah.
The hell?
So I knew immediately.
I clocked it. Let's flip this coin and find out who goes first. Okay. Blondie. Anyways, back to Rachel. I was okay, so I guess Rachel likes lawyers and not billionaires. Because at this point, I didn't know she knew. It was said that she was his ex. But it wasn't said that like she knew he was Batman.
Yeah.
And I feel like this beginning though goes into like their whole little love
triangle situation. Yeah.
It wasn't even a triangle. It was all Rachel being freaking weird.
Like, why would you get into a relationship knowing that you're in love with somebody else? And if like just get over those feelings, like heal your feelings from that first, and then get into a new relationship. Not the podcast for relationships.
Your man sucks. Drop him.
Drop him.
Next.
Next question.
Right. You want advice? Drop him. Anyways, honestly, people need to hear it. Bring in your your questions answered for advice. Drop them down below. We'll make a whole episode of that. Okay, anyways. Okay, court scene. And some guy is being convicted for some blah, blah, blah. And then he tries to kill him, right? Or am I thinking of the wrong?
Yeah, so the person on the stand is, they're talking to him. He's about to say something against Mahoney to put him in jail. But then he's like, no, it's me. And then he pulls out a gun.
Okay.
And tries to shoot him.
Just making sure, because I've been watching Daredevil.
Wait.
I'm getting things confused.
No one pulls a gun on Matt. No one pulls a gun on Matt.
Like, I don't want to be saying the wrong thing. You're like, no, that's actually the plot for something completely different.
No, you're correct.
Okay.
Something like that would happen in Gotham. Like, what? How did he get in there with the gun? Like, they make you go through the metal detector. And it's like...
But their cops are corrupt.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, he probably was given to it by a guard or something. Or someone just didn't check him specifically. Very interesting that he had a Chinese gun. That was, like, the whole point that as why he didn't get his face blown off. Because he was like, oh, if you want to try to kill a district attorney by American, put the gun down right. Like,
I was like,
bro, he is so lucky. Like, God really spared his life right there. He could have been dead. Like, boom, shot, bang, dead.
Well,
but he's like, I'm already going to jail. Wow.
Anyways, we get out of this court scene and Blondie is talking to, I don't know his name either. The cop.
Gordon.
He's talking to the cop, right? And this whole scene is where I realized, like, I'm so confused. I don't know a word that was exchanged during this scene.
Cause like police dialogue.
It was like I like What? Okay, there's mobs and the cops are corrupt and something and blah blah blue blue.
So I don't know exactly what was going on with the mob, but Harvey Dent, he got his place in the DA because he worked his way up in Internal Affairs, which is like, you know, literally what it sounds like, internal affairs. It goes into investigations into cops to see like what's going on. Are you corrupt? Are you doing things that's fraudulent, whatever? Mm-hmm. And so he did a lot of turning people in, and I was guessing that he was doing a lot of turning people in who he was friendly with. Like he was being friendly with them and then would switch on them and give their information up. Mm-hmm. And what he mentions, he's like, Dent says that they have another name for him down at the precinct. Like, oh, like what's that name again? And Gordon's like brushes it off, and I'm like, I'm guessing it's Two-Face.
Oh, I didn't clock that.
Yeah, because it was womp, but you know, it's okay. I was listening to that part. And then Gordon also called.
That makes sense. Wait, they're turning.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
Gordon, the cop, also says to Dent that like he's the White Knight, and I'm like, this is jinxing. Got that
down. Yep.
This is jinxing it right here. Like he's such a savior. Like he's such a good guy. Oh my gosh. Like, he's a savior.
My perspective of that,
tell me,
was giving like. Originally, I was thinking like, kind of the same, a little different, like opposite of Batman, like White Knight, Batman's blah blah blah,
the Dark Knight.
Yes, and then it was okay. This is gonna be like he's gonna turn. I knew this from the beginning. Like he's gonna be like the villain or whatever the story. But then like in the middle, they make you think a little bit differently. And we'll get into it later, like how Batman and Blondie's relationship are like intertwined, in a sense. But yeah, was that it? Okay, cool, great. Oh, I just made like a little Marvel joke in there because they kept saying the MCU. It's like the MCU. What's Marvel doing up in here? What y'all doing?
They were saying the MCU?
That was their code name for some building.
I thought they were saying like the GCU or something.
Oh, my subtitles said MCU.
Interesting.
Maybe my subtitles are wrong.
Maybe mine were wrong. I don't know what they were saying, but they definitely were saying CU something.
Yeah.
Well,
see you later. Anyways. Then we get to Bruce and the billionaire company or whatever the heck.
Wayne Enterprises.
Yup. And we're introduced to Morgan Freeman. His character's name, Mr. Fox.
Lucius.
Sounds like it's straight from the comics.
Literally. Like I think it actually is.
It probably is.
Because like what kind of name is Lucius Fox? And they mentioned Mr. Fox earlier when he's talking about his suit, and he's like, oh, like it's too bulky. Like I need to be able to be more agile. He's like, all right, like we can see what Mr. Fox can do. And it's like, oh, the infamous Mr. Fox, here you are. Mr. Fox. And then I think his name is Lau. Lau.
Chinese man.
And yeah, we see him, and it's like, oh, like this person's gonna be important later. Like we're gonna actually have to pay attention to him. And it's like they don't really let us know that the character is gonna be important until like you see them a second time. It's like, wait, I saw you somewhere else, like very briefly. Like,
no, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, this is just some guy they're trading with, and I see him again. I'm like, oh,
on the TV?
What? You traitor, criminal. I'm calling the cops.
But yeah, then we see Baby Boy for the first time. I don't know what he is. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, that's his name.
That's his name.
The Problem. He tries to become a little problem later. And gets himself caught in the crossfire. Like, bro, just wanted attention. Like,
mess around and find out just what happened to him. Like you were warned.
He's so lucky that he just came out of that with a sprained wrist. Bro, those citizens were ready to like
which I mean,
he said him or blowing up a hospital. Bro pulled up with the blick ready. He said
they were like, no one's actually gonna shoot you. Like, come
on. He said no average citizen is gonna. Bro, an average citizen became Batman. Did y'all forget that?
An average citizen with a loved one in that hospital? Come on.
Like the cop was in the car, like ready to risk it all.
Why? Because my wife's in the hospital?
See, yeah, buddy. That's exactly why. Why did you think? Anyway, that's way farther. Like 3 hours.
3 hours later. 3 hours later. Yeah, I don't have. Anyways,
what about Mr. Fox? Like, where did he find Mr. Fox at?
I feel like they just
maybe they explain in the first movie.
Yeah,
like every question I have is in the first movie.
I feel like my theory is he just like they work together. Like I don't think he's like a person he hired to like be there. I feel like it's like they've worked together in the past. It's like a trust.
Yeah, definitely. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, where did he find him in the first place? Like, how did they get together? He
applied to work.
He also applied to have him making the suits. Like, no, like Lucius has a very special kind of skill set.
Oh, you know, like this man,
Mr. Well, we get to know him later on in the movie. Like, Mr. Fox is responsible for getting Bruce his suits,
or maybe
and, like the suits, the gadgets, the cars, like all of that stuff. He designed. But I
feel like all rich people, like they got a guy.
I mean, yeah, they got a guy, but there's a story to how you met that guy.
But like, do we ever get to know that story?
I don't know. I never watched the first one. I don't got the answers this time. Like, also, how does he make the suits? Is he making them by hand? Like, does he also have a guy? Because I'm like, I know Bruce is keeping his hands greased, so he's also a rich guy that might have a guy.
I feel like he's making it. I feel like that's too many people in on the know.
I know, right? And it's like,
because once I figured out like it wasn't just Alfred, I was like, you just telling everybody your secrets? Like, what is going on?
That's how I felt with Daredevil. I'm like, oh, like you just letting everybody know. Like, oh, okay.
As soon as they tell the girl, everybody know.
He's like, I told my girl, like, I ain't gotta hide from nobody.
No, now. Like she the only one that mattered. Now I can breathe.
This is me.
Literally.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But yeah, I feel like this scene is mostly important for like what'd you say his name was? Lau? Yeah. I don't remember. Oh, okay. It's coming back to me. Okay, we get to the restaurant scene when Rachel and Blondie are having dinner, and then Bruce comes in with his little prima ballerina.
Dent's talking about they made me wait a week for this reservation, and I had to tell them I work for the government in order to get this. And then Bruce is like, "Yeah, like let's put some tables together." He's like, "I don't think they're gonna let us. I own the place." He didn't even snap his fingers, nothing. He just looked, pointed. They knew exactly what to do. Like, where did they even get that table from? They must have had a special
in the
table.
back. Yeah,
Mr. Wayne.
Yeah,
engraved on it. He said they should. I own the place.
See, and this gives like this is where we see Bruce's personality.
See,
and the only time we ever see it is when he's being this playboy like billionaire.
I think that it's an act. Like, I think that Bruce is more hurt, sensitive, and like.
But like, why does he put on the act?
Appearances, like.
But like, for who? Like, Rachel knows.
The rest of the world, like Wayne, Bruce, the Wayne family, like that's a famous family. So like the death of his parents was a famous death, and so like they always have their eyes on him, and so he's like, I have to keep up appearances, like for when they needed to make an excuse as to why like Bruce was gonna be gone or whatever. Like they had all the ballerinas gone. He's like, yeah, the billionaire's taking all the ballerinas to the boat, and we gone. Like that's so extravagant. There could have been something completely different, but it's like the purpose is to draw the most attention, like make them look where you want them to look while you're doing something completely else.
Yeah, they weren't a master at that. You know who was?
Who?
The Joker.
Yeet. Man.
Anyways, we're not there yet. I don't remember what scene this. I think maybe it was when they. See, I'm still confused at this point in the movie. When they were on the roof and they were talking to Batman, Blondie, and the cop. It was like you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Yeah, that is at the scene at dinner.
Blondie, that's at dinner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dent, Gordon, and Batman don't get together until after they try to like bust them at the bank. But like, yeah, that's a little bit later.
Gotcha.
But yes, that I wrote that quote down too,
which is very like it's like foreshadowing basically of the movie.
Yes, it is.
It's a very important quote to talk about. Also, like when I see Bruce and Dent, Blondie, together, like to me they look alike. Do they look alike to you?
Just ever so slightly, and I think that they did that on purpose because they were trying to make him seem like he was Batman. It's like, oh, like is he the masked crusader? And there was a little. This is like the moment that I recognized that Rachel knew about Bruce's secret because Dent's like, oh, Bruce, like Rachel's told me all about you, and he's like, huh, I hope not. And then she's like, why are you playing games right now? Like, stop. And like he literally is crazy. He said there ballerina she was talking about, like whatever the city, and he's like, I grew up here, I'm fine.
Sir, are you sure?
Your parents were murdered in front of you as a child, and then you grew up to beat people, not even for money, just for fun, just for a purpose, right?
You know what these billionaires don't ever invest in?
Therapy, mental health.
Thank you. Anyways, but see, I saw that differently. Like them looking alike. I feel like we can get into it now because, anyways, because not Batman. Blondie is always like talking about and like idolizing Batman, and then you see Bruce eventually being like, no, like he could be like the Batman with the face, like he could be the new savior. I can step down, I can stop, like Rachel, baby, we can be together, like forever. Like I can, like he's doing it. They see each other like on this pedestal. Like he's like, Blondie is doing it the right way. He's doing it through the justice system. Like he's putting the mob away. Like they don't need me anymore. And Blondie's like, no, like Batman is the savior of the city. Like without Batman, bro, like where would we be? And I wrote down, I was like, I think he has a poster of Batman on his wall. Like this man idolizes him so much. But I feel like because they think and see so highly of each other, I feel like that's why they're so like
two sides
similar and interchangeable.
Of the same coin.
Exactly. And then we see like the quote come in handy at the end of both of them, like either die
Bop.
Or see yourself become a villain.
And it's like it happened for both.
And then like you go back to like the Dark Knight and the White Knight, like so many like yin yang is what like, you used earlier, like yeah.
And then your glasses, like
anyways, yeah. And yeah, we're still at this freaking dinner scene, and I don't understand why Bruce gives this man a fundraiser. I'm like, because he like hyped up the Batman because he said he was cool. Like
no, I think it's more so that he saw the future in Harvey Dent. Like he saw, it's not like, oh, like you're hyping up Batman's ego. Like I did like make that little joke in my head, but like I could see it in his eyes that it was like something deeper than that for him, because he's like,
you're doing like, your job, bestie.
Yeah, like you have faith, like you have optimism, like you are choosing to see the best in the situation. And I wrote down, I was like, wow, like it's so beautiful and also so sad that Dent was so optimistic and like so active to see the best in people and in the city, just for it to be turned against him.
See, but I feel like it was quick though for him. We'll get into
switch around.
Yeah,
and I wrote something about that too, so we'll definitely get into that later.
And then we go back to the villain side after the scene. We see the
bad guys.
What's his name?
Together.
Lau. We see him. He's actually a bad guy, and he's actually like he's being the accountant basically for the mob.
Yep.
Blah blah blah. And then we see the Joker, and he's like, yeah, like I can kill the Batman for you. Like just give me half your money,
bro. He said, I'm gonna watch. You want to see this pencil disappear? Bam. Oh, shit.
And I feel like because in this scene they're all supposed to be like this villains, and like even like they're basically bullying the Joker.
Absolutely.
And he's like, y'all done? Like, you done talking? Like it's not, you're not affecting me at all.
No, literally.
So then let me finish. Okay.
And I would really like to get to know this Joker story, because like each one of the Jokers, they have their own, like they embody the character differently. Like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker is not the same as like Joker the movie.
Okay, the new one.
The actor who plays Joker in the movie Joker is Joaquin Phoenix.
Okay.
Joaquin Phoenix is, and then that one Jared Leto. He has a Joker too, like with Harley Quinn and like the Suicide Squad.
The one everyone gawks over.
Oh, like they like oh my gosh. Like,
yes.
So
bro,
great.
One of our friends.
Oh,
you should know which one I'm talking about. Just by saying that sentence.
Okay, but anyway, yes, they all embody the character differently. Like all these Jokers are so different, and so I would love to know this Joker story. And he lies. He's like, "You wanna know how I got these scars?" Yeah, we had two different stories, and I feel like if he would have been able to say it at the end with Batman, he would have gave a different story.
Yes, I realized that when he said it the second time. I was like, either this man is extremely traumatized, or he's lying.
I think it's both. Well, I think it's like. Yeah, I would say extremely traumatized because of the way that the stories are similar. Like, there's always a woman and a child involved in the situation being put onto the woman first and then being put onto him, whether it be self-inflicted or someone else did it. There was a woman, a child, and it happened to the woman first, and then it happened to him.
Yeah, I was like dang, his daddy ain't ish
at all.
And I was like, wait, he got a wife?
Exactly. It's like.
Wait a second. Yeah. Wait a second. Which I feel like kind of sucks about, what happened to the actor. Because he wasn't in the third one, right? They didn't film it before. No,
he wasn't in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, we never gonna get that.
No, not with the same actor.
And it's like, I feel like the whole thing is that, like, you can't even do it without the same actor just because like the actor is the one who brings the Joker to life. And like there's Jokers in Batman movies before this trilogy and it's like those Jokers are completely different too.
I am very excited to see Barry Keoghan's version of the Joker. He's gonna be the one in the new Batman series. He's the one from Eternals.
The Saltburn guy?
Yeah. I'm very excited to see like how he plays the character. But yes, I feel like this scene we get to see more behind the Joker and like his motives per se, which aren't any really.
Agent of chaos.
Like he's just cuz.
Like literally like just cuz.
Yeah.
He said, I don't like when people think that they have a plan. So I'm gonna ruin it.
Yes.
Got it.
And like I noticed it's very small. It doesn't happen again. But like I feel like this man short circuits because there's a point where like he blinks. Like there's like an electric sound in the back. Like, is this man real?
Really?
What is going on? Yes, it's in this scene.
Wow, I didn't notice that.
Yes.
I noticed that he didn't like being called crazy. He was like, I'm not crazy. I'm
Well, I feel like that goes. We see that in like you're saying the Jokers are different, but like we see that in the Joker movie. Like we see how he was treated and how like name calling and like bullying,
a trigger
affects him.
But I love how Lau just kind of quietly shuts off his camera after being called a squealer. Like, bro, you just proved their point. Like he was like, yeah, like I know a squealer when I see a squealer, and he was just like.
Let me just.
And no one said anything.
No, they were too busy at this random guy who thinks he's bigger. And I feel like with these villains, they have like it's about
short attention spans.
Yes, I'm saying it's about like ego and like power with them.
Yeah,
like you're not gonna come in here and talk to me crazy. Like who the heck do you think you are?
I'm big dog. I'm alpha.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also, like, how were they streaming on that old TV? Like, how was they doing that? I know we ain't got no answers, movie magic, but I just had to say it. Like, what?
I didn't finish this movie. I watched like 5 minutes. I was watching Clueless, and this is back in the day. She has an old computer, that big boxy computer, and she's on there like pulling outfits together, and I'm like, girl, what? Y'all did not have this back in the day. Please stop playing with me right now. Like, what?
And it's like, did they just have a green screen right there? Okay.
Had to be.
And like, what, like do a little animation? Because like,
no, they hired an engineer to code the program. No.
That's hilarious.
Okay. We'll get into the next scene, and it's like, okay, we can't trust the cops because the cops are crooked. And it's like, why are you. Well, I wrote down, this is a question I had after, but during this, I was like, okay, why are the cops crooked? Like, that's never, like, explained in this movie.
Well, I feel like it's touched on just ever so slightly, and I feel like it's a combination of my knowledge from this and the Punisher series that I'm watching right now, because the Punisher series has like corrupt FBI agents, and they kind of talk about the process in there. Because Ramirez, she was the and her mom is in the hospital, and they got to her because she was desperate. So I think it's desperation that leads people to be corrupt. So like they're in these desperate situations, and then they bring a even more desperate case to them. It's like, yeah, it's either this or you die or lose your job. So it's like, which one do you want to do? And yeah, like she needs money to help her mom. It's like, what she's gonna do? Say no to this money and watch her mom die when she knows she could have done something? It's like she does what she can.
See, that perspective makes it better when you see that. I was gonna say the wrong character. When you see the cop Gordon, yeah, is still working with like these corrupt police, because Harvey's like, you're still working with them. Like, I exposed everyone, and you still have these people on your team. And he's like, that's all I got. Like, yeah, what do you want me to do? And I feel like that's the biggest like pull in like their relationship. But then also, which is never brought up with Harvey, like the Batman is working with the police in some sort of way.
Yeah.
Like he is a vigilante, but like he's still meeting up with them. He's still like helping them solve cases and like take down the mob. And it's never like brought up. Like Harvey never contradicts the Batman, at least from what I remember.
Only the mayor. Like the mayor brought something up. Like in the beginning, he's like, there was some kind of interview on the TV, and it was like, oh, like what's going on with the Batman? Like, what are you doing about crime? And then they bring up the Batman. He's like, oh, my investigators, like they're closing in on a suspect to arrest him. Bro, the suspect board, it was Abraham Lincoln, Bigfoot, and some man with like a cape dancing. I would guess it's Elton John, low key. But I'm like, that's hilarious.
And I feel like this goes into like Harvey and Batman's relationship. Like, to the public, Batman is a vigilante, which is not like, he's not a hero, but he's not a villain. But I feel like to Harvey, Batman is a hero. And like when you idolize someone, they're your hero, like they can do no wrong. But like when it comes to the cop, you're a bad guy. You're still working with these cops. Very interesting.
Very.
I forgot that this is another thing that I was thinking, like going into the movie. I thought this was just gonna be like a Batman versus Joker kind of film. Like I didn't think there was gonna be like extra entities involved, which kind of it's not. Like it is. I feel like for like the justice system, like the cops, like who they're actually going after. I take that back. I feel like for everyone, it is for like other people. Like it's like, no, like we're getting the mob and we're getting like bad guys and like blah blah blah. But I feel like for the Joker, it's like
all about that.
It's like, yeah,
he's like, I'm having so much fun with you. I don't want this to end. Me and you against the world, Bookie. Me and you and me.
Literally.
So this is what happens when an immovable force meets an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Here we are together. Oh my god.
See, and like when I think of
true romance right there.
When I think of like Batman versus the Joker, I think of this symbiotic relationship that never ends. Like I feel like this is like a cartoon that I'm thinking of, but like it's continuous fighting. Like it's never like someone goes to jail and that's the end, or it's like someone killed each other. Like it's always like this is every day. I'm gonna wake up, put on my suit, and go fight the Joker. Like, like that's how I see their relationship.
Yeah, I mean, like that's low key how it is though, because like Batman is refusing to kill him.
Yes,
he's refusing to kill anybody. Like that's the thing. Like, I mean, I feel like he's not intentionally, deliberately. Oh, I'm gonna snap your neck, but like the traumas could be causing death. Not gonna lie, but You know,
anyways,
it's his intention to not kill anybody, so he's not gonna kill him, and he'll send him to jail. But Joker will just break out again, and Batman's like, "I'm gonna be there to put you right back in jail."
Mm-hmm. That's the relationship that I know. So like coming to this movie where it's not like that, where it's just like I feel like this is like the beginning.
Yeah, I was just about to say like this is the intro.
Yeah.
To it.
And then also going into it, I thought Batman like does those things. Like
does
when
what things? Oh,
like when people like think of Batman, like he just like beats up and kills people because he's angry. Like that's like the image of Batman on my head. And so like when he's talking to the Joker and he's like, I don't kill people. It's like, oh, okay.
News to me, buddy.
Yeah, this is brand new news to me, but okay. I guess we'll roll with it.
I guess we're rolling with it. Oh, that's hilarious, man.
But yeah, and then when they like finally put away the mob, like they get everybody, they was a lot. They said 50 or like 200, one of those numbers.
Wait, before we go to there.
Oh, sorry.
I wanted to talk about Wayne Fox and Alfred's like little interactions. Alfred wasn't there. It was just like Wayne and Fox, and I was loving their cute little banter. Like he's like, how do you reckon I get back home? Find a good travel agent. Without the plane landing, Fox, you're so silly. And yeah, then Alfred and Wayne had that little banter on the boat, and I'm just like, so no one's gonna talk about how Baby Boy just jumped off the boat and
no, they're not paying attention. That's not why they're on the boat.
I mean, right? That's not why they're on the boat. They didn't show them not paying attention because like they literally showed one of the girls looking over, being like, Alfred, like,
or maybe they just thought he was going for a swim.
Like maybe they just didn't care enough, or they're just like, hey, I'm
literally on a yacht. Like
I'm drunk,
all expense paid. Like
I'm in the sun. Like
literally,
I don't care what the billionaire's doing as long as he ain't messing with me.
And I thought when Alfred made that joke of like, yeah, you're leaving me alone with like a group of ballerinas, I thought it was like, you know, a little sly like man joke. But I think it was more of like, I have to take care of like 20 women right now.
No, literally, he's like, tell the ballerinas to put on their own sunscreen right now. Because that's what he's like.
I'm tired.
I'm an old man with a bucket hat on. Let me sit in peace.
He's not even enjoying it, bro.
But that
yes, and then we see the first. I skipped all of this. We see the first interaction of like his high tech phones that Fox introduced. So don't be all beefing at the end. This is your fault. Anyways.
He's just like, oh, like you did it like way more than I was into. Like you're spying on the whole city. I was just trying to see the building for you. And it's like when you do that kind of technology, you got to be careful. And it's like, but it's also a good thing that they have this kind of trust, because it's like, I know that I can create these kind of technologies and like allow my creativity to run wild in this area, and know that you're not gonna like take advantage of me or the technology. Because like he did that, he had to find the Joker, he got it done, he typed in his name, boom.
He does have a lot of trust, because yeah, whenever like Fox asks him something, he's very truthful. He's like, oh yeah, I did that.
Yeah. What's up?
Is that all you had?
Yeah.
Okay, because yeah, I just realized that I skipped that whole scene. Irrelevant. Anyways, they put away the whole mob. Bye mob. And I was like, okay, I feel like being a lawyer in this city must be fun. Like Rachel was coming out of that room beaming. She was like, yeah, woo! Because like they always have something to do. Like there's always like some bad guy to like put away, or like some important case to do.
Yeah.
Like, y'all just living y'all lives. And I will say, I find it so interesting that the judge, like when she was like reading through stuff, there was like a Joker card, and she was just like,
yeah, no, literally, it's like that wasn't strange to you, but she's like, bro, she lives in Gotham, she's a judge in Gotham. Well, how many things are strange for her?
Guess, but like it came back to bite her in the a-hole.
No, that wasn't the judge that got blown up. It was a black judge that got blown up.
She gets blown up.
I thought it was a white judge that was reading.
Yeah, she gets blown up. Well, it's towards the end, like when there's a list of 3 names. It's her name.
No, that was a black judge that got blown up. It was a black lady.
There was no black lady.
Yeah.
There's a black guy.
Yeah, and there was a black lady.
She was a white lady. She was a white lady.
Bro, maybe
in the scene, the girl
maybe the DVD is different. Okay? All I'm trying to
no, wait. No, we're gonna figure this out. I hate when you do this. In the scene, the lady who throws the Joker card away, she's white.
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes. I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
There's a scene where they have to go save 3 people.
Yes.
They have to save the black guy.
Yes.
And he dies from poison.
Yes, he is the police commissioner.
Yes, they have to save Harvey.
Yes. And then they have to save a judge lady. And that judge lady was black.
No.
She was. I'm sorry. But she was black in the DVD. I don't know what to tell you.
No.
She was.
Brother, what?
It was crazy.
The Dark Knight intermission.
That's a white lady.
That's a white lady.
Wow, she looks black. All the movies that play on my PS2 are much darker than they need to be. So with all the shadows and
just
the
thought
cool
she was out here
lighting,
doing blackface, or
no? I thought it was just
think it was a different lady. Like
yeah, I thought it was just a random. Yeah, I was like, damn, they just blew up that random judge. Like, what does she have to do with any of this? Like this random black judge, she just got her cute little bob, just trying to be a black judge in Gotham. They blew her up. Oh. So I was like, dang, like they blew up a random judge. Like, why?
No, it's confirmed she's a white lady.
But
the same white lady.
They do kind of foreshadow when they were doing all the arrests that like if Dent gets dirty, all of the criminals that he put away has like everything has to get reversed.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yes. Which is interesting to like see, like the Joker is working for the mob, but like he's working for himself. So I feel like it would just be so interesting to like sit in wherever the Joker lays his head at night and like see his wall of plans. Like what's the concept behind like a man
this? With the plan? That's what he said.
But like you have to, like there's no way he's this far ahead of these. He's lying. There's no way he's this far ahead of these, which makes me so mad. Anyways, we'll get into that later.
Okay.
But yeah, the Joker. We see more of Joker's tricks after this. We see he captures. This is the beginning of like Joker versus Batman. He captures the Batman and like kills him, and you have this video, and I'm like, you got the Batman? It's like, no, it's just some random guy in a Batman suit trying to play Batman.
Yeah, and it's like consequences to your actions, 1, but then 2, it's like, dang, you killed this poor random bastard just for trying to believe.
Yeah,
just wanted to believe in something.
Which I feel like, because in the beginning I was like, okay, is the Joker just like a crazier vigilante? But like he like kills innocent people.
He does. He's
like
definitely not a crazy vigilante.
No, I definitely was like, yeah, no, never mind.
I said, yeah.
That. Nope. But like that's very interesting for like his character, because he's obviously acting out of like trauma and hurt, which I feel like is why he might kill innocent people, because he's like, no, all humans are the same. They're all horrible. Like they're bullies. Like he has like this negative connotation in his head. But I feel like, yeah, when you think of the Joker, I feel like a part of it you could think of like, no, he's just like questioning the system. He's not that bad of a guy. He's okay.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what he was kind of explaining to Harvey later on in the movie. It's just like people think that they have plans, and it's just like, why? What's the point of having a plan? Like, don't have a plan, just do. Like that's literally what he was saying. He's like, I don't have a plan. Like I literally just do. And it's like, I think that he has, of course, plans to execute something that he wants to do.
Concepts of a plan.
We have concepts. It's always the hands. But no, like literally though, it's like he doesn't have anything long term. It's just like short term. Like I think it's more so very fitting that he's a clown, because like it's about the jokes. Okay, like I'm going like this joke has layers. Like when the car blows up, there's gonna be Joker cards. Baby boy's gonna drink his favorite drink when he's stressed out. Surprise, it's poison. Like there's layers to the joke. You set the joke up and then boom, you do the punchline. I think it's more like that for him than instead of like having actual plans.
One, that 8 thing. 2, I'm very curious if they introduce, like you saying all that, if he introduced the Joker in the first movie, because I'm like, okay, did he give himself the name? Because like in the beginning, they're talking about the Joker. Like he's just this crazy guy that paid us. Like like I don't know. Like people know who he is already.
I think that it will be a self-appointed name. Like he is the kind of guy to me that would like self-appoint that name. He wouldn't allow someone else to just give that to him. It's like with the Joker cards, he's like, hey, if you get some sense, call me. Puts down the Joker card, bro. What are you doing? But also, he like definitely has to have some kind of technology because on the body of the Batman, there was a card that said, "Will the real Batman stand up?" It was like a Joker card, and it was typed on there. It wasn't written, and I was like, "Wow, that's pretty cool."
No, literally towards the end, I was like, "How does he eat? Does he just like go grocery shopping?
No, like, for real. Like,
does he order food at the restaurant? Like, he has money.
He has money.
He's not poor." But, like, where does this man lay his head down at night? Like,
in Metropolis.
What's that?
Another DC city. It's like where Superman resides. It's like the clean city.
Oh. Imagine taking his makeup off and just walking down the street.
Don't mind me.
No, I mean, but, like, no one in... I don't know how much of camouflage is, but, like, no one in this movie has seen him without his makeup on.
They very briefly. They like have a very brief.
Like we see it,
but no one else.
Yeah, like that. Because like characters don't see it.
I don't know how many people have been up close and personal with the Joker and live to tell about it. But no, like how many people can tell that he has scars underneath his red paint?
Exactly.
And then it's like,
because when he was talking about it, I was like, bro, what are you what scars?
And like with the scars on his face, it's like, oh, like this is just some guy that had a bad situation.
Guess his dad / wife effed him up. I don't know.
With the wife when he effed himself up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's her fault. We talked about, they bring up like Gotham means once. I feel like the Joker gets to Bruce because he's like, no, like Gotham needs city with a face. Like they need, like he's starting to like rethink everything. Like now Joker is targeting him and he's killing people. He's like, okay, like I gotta do something. Like this ain't it. Which is very interesting that Bruce just like, I feel like he like gives up kind of like mentally when he gets to that reasoning. He's like, no, like I gotta do what I gotta do, Rachel. Like I gotta come clean.
Like, wait, before we finish talking about him talking to Rachel about coming clean, we skipped the whole fundraiser. First of all,
right, I just getting back.
Okay, well then let's talk about that. Yeah, I think it's more so about. Do you remember the part where he was talking to Alfred and he was saying, "Oh, this is not what I meant when I said I wanted to inspire people." We were dressing up as him. And so it's like I feel like he has this really strong responsibility, like the sensation of responsibility for Gotham and its citizens. And I mean, like, that's pretty cool. This billionaire is not just like sitting away, wasting all his life. He's like, I want to do something for my city.
Stressed.
Like, he is stressed, but he's like, this is my city. I got to ride for it. I got to do what I need to do. And it's like, okay, I'm going to be whatever Gotham needs me to be. That's what he says later on in the movie. And he's like, okay, if Gotham needs to see my face, they're like, I don't need Batman anymore. I need Batman to come forward. Like, this is what's going to be best for the city. Then I'm going to do it. Because I'm going to do whatever this city needs. I think it's more so like that.
Okay.
And that's why I say, like, I think it's deeper than him just being an egotistical playboy. Because, like, he has a very strong martyr complex. Like, in the earlier parts of the movie where he's, like, talking about his body and his health, it's just like, it's whatever. And it's, like, it's kind of self-destructive to a point where he's, like, doesn't even care about the mission. enough to care about his like longevity of his health.
Yeah, no, he's putting like the city number one, and then him second. That's why I feel like they don't go into Bruce enough in this movie.
Batman Begins, babe. We gotta watch it.
I guess so.
If we want to understand.
But yeah, see, my next thing is going back to the people dying. Yeah. Okay,
it's fine.
When the guy, what was he? The black guy?
Police commissioner.
Yes. When he was like, he's like, yeah, like, we gotta get you out of here. Like, they finna try to kill you. He's like, how many people trying to kill me, bro? Like, I'm chilling. I'm finna sit here with what I got. And I thought this man was gonna pull out a gun. This man pulled out alcohol. I was like,
he's like, you know what helps me out in the time of stressing? And then baby boy is reading all the things. It looks like they got your DNA now. Bro, why did the cup start smoking?
Yeah. What kind of poison?
No, it's just like, why didn't it start smoking after it came out the bottle?
Maybe it's like contact, like
with the saliva. Yeah. Like, maybe his mouth filled with smoke and he choked to death. Yikes. Jinkies.
That's why you should have had a gun in there instead of. I feel like
right, he gonna shoot the poison.
No, he wouldn't have it in general if he had a gun.
Oh, instead of alcohol.
Yeah. Right. I still have Daredevil on the brain, and I'm getting these. Everything's intertwined in my head. But like, there was a scene with some person, and they were gonna be attacked or something like that, and I was like, why don't you have a gun in your purse? Like, you live in like this known scary city, and like,
and that's why Karen keep that blick on her.
But not in the first season. This girl popped out with pepper spray. I'm like, girl,
Karen, she learned her lesson real quick.
Good,
because after that, she got a blick on her. Never without it. Even in Punisher, she got it on her. She's like,
what are you doing? Be so for real.
She started being for real, real Jesus. Quick.
Anyways, yeah, and they're getting Harvey. You know, the white lady blows up in the car. It's like up
the white judge lady.
She blows up, and then we're at the fundraiser. You know, Bruce is there, Harvey's there, Rachel's there. Harvey's talking to Rachel, and he's like, baby girl, I love you. Like,
I want you to marry me.
Like, you gonna marry me? Like,
whole
what?
Time she just came outside from Bruce, and Bruce is like, all right, it's getting to that time, baby girl. Like, you said that when they don't need Batman no more, you gonna need Batman.
At this point, she started to pee me off.
PMO? Put me out.
Cause like, yes, Harvey's talking to her. He's like, I love you. Like, I want to marry you. Like, will you marry me? This girl didn't even say I love you back.
She didn't. She's like, I don't have an answer right now. So that's a no.
Yes.
Whoa, Pookie.
This is where he started to crash out too. No. But
Two-Face was gonna come around regardless of whether Rachel died or not.
I was like, Rachel does not like this man. Like, she is still in love with Bruce. Yeah. Like, girl, what are you doing?
Also, how long have they been together for him being like, I love you and I want to marry you?
And how long have they, like, Bruce and her broken up that she has not moved on?
Correct. Because it's not like
she's like, giving rebound.
Absolutely. It's like, oh, that's what I meant by substitute. Not substitute. Rebound.
You got it.
Whatever. But yeah, it's not giving, oh, like, we're done for good. Like, she left it open to chance. Like, she's like, whenever you're done with this.
Which is not fair to, like, your current partner.
No, not at all. Like, you shouldn't have a current partner.
If you're waiting for someone.
Exactly. Like, if you want to mess around, you need to feel some love, whatever. But don't be in a committed relationship with somebody that you work with at that.
That wants to marry you.
And see, I just chalked it up. And I mentioned something later on as well. But it's like, you just got to say, anybody that's choosing to willingly live in Gotham.
I never started a timer.
Oh, it's fine. Anybody that's choosing to willingly, continuously live in Gotham, they screws in all the way. So they make questionable decisions regardless.
But like, some people,
I was born here and I'll die here. No, not that. What did you say?
Some people like don't have a choice.
Oh, right.
Like, it's probably cheaper there. Because of all the crime.
Rent's $200 for a place like this.
Unlike New York, though. Rent is still... But apparently, like, I feel like now a lot of that's, like, stereotypes for New York. Like, I don't think it's as... Hopefully. I have no idea. I've never been there. But like people are saying like it's not as bad as like people make it out to seem. But like even in New York, the prices are still
I was just about to say like
expensive.
the prices are expensive, so that could only mean that everything else is expensive. And I feel like for them it's just that maybe their wages are a little bit higher. So like it seems like, oh, like this is normal whole time, like their inflation is like.
But also they be having, it's so crazy. They have like studio apartments that are like this room.
Yeah.
But like no bathroom.
Like it's a crazy place there.
Yeah.
And look, they don't have public restrooms either. It's like that's why everywhere smells like piss. It's not fun.
Gotta go.
Literally.
Anyways, back to Gotham. Yeah. Bruce comes out and he chokes man's out. He's like,
what are you doing, Bruce?
They're coming for him. But the fact that she just stood there and like didn't like,
what's she gonna do?
Stop.
If he's determined to knock this man out, what is she gonna do? Knock Batman out herself?
Yes.
No.
But like she's like after the scene, she's in there and Bruce is like, go hide, Rachel, like run away, like don't be here because they're coming. And Joker's out here and he's like messing with people and she stands up and she's
I'm right here.
She's like, stop, or whatever the heck she says, and then she gets scared.
Yeah. Fun fact, this is the actress's first time seeing Heath Ledger in the makeup.
So she's scared for real.
Yeah, like baby girl was uncomfortable IRL. Like she's like, look at me. Scary.
But it's just like, why? But my thing, like, they do this all the time with female characters. Like, if you're going to stand up, don't start, like, shaking your boots because now they're coming after you. You could have just not said anything.
Well, she was trying to be brave, okay?
And then where'd it go?
It went that all the other attendees weren't being harassed, okay? And she was still showing her face in bravery. Even though she was scared, she was still staying there. She wasn't crying. Now she was not, oh, please let me go. I'm sorry. You know, that's a scary situation.
Don't put yourself in that situation then. Listen to your lover and run away.
Which one?
The one that's not unconscious.
LOL.
But yeah, this is where it's mentioned, like, he changes his story. Now it's his wife. And whatever the heck. Anyways, we already touched on that. And then here comes the Batman.
I'm gonna save you, girl.
And they're fighting. I find it funny. He has a toe knife. The Joker.
Yes. Kicked him right in the stomach. Bro, because he's crazy. He is an agent of chaos. Like,
or he stays strapped.
All of the above. Two things can be true at once.
And then he has Rachel and he's gonna throw her off the roof, and off the roof she goes, and Batman's like,
what a poor choice of words.
Batman's like, no. My thing is, in this scene, why doesn't he have a grappling hook?
Why do you have a grappling hook, a parachute, something? But like, I love how neither one of them dies. Like, everything's just peachy keen after falling off a skyscraper. Everything's fine. No broken bones, no broken ribs. You're not winded. Everything's fine.
Movie magic.
Right.
And then, yeah, we get out of this scene, and Batman's talking to Alfred, and he's trying to, like, figure out what to do with this whole Joker situation. And Alfred's just like, you know, like, oh, I think this is before him. But, yeah, this is definitely before him. But Alfred, they're talking, and Alfred's like, you know, not all villains have a motive. And I feel like this is very apparent at this is where I'm going. Full circle. This is very apparent at this point in the movie of like, yeah, Joker doesn't have a motive. Like, he's just doing it just cause.
I just do. He tells us everything at the end. Like, I just do. Somebody needs to just do, and it's gonna be me.
Yes. And then this is the point where I paused it and I'm like, we're still going. Oh.
Yeah.
This isn't even like an hour left, because I write down where it's an hour left. That's when he gets captured.
That's when Harvey gets captured?
No, that's when the Joker gets captured. There's an hour left. We're still in the beginning. This is going to be the longest podcast ever. Anyways, please stay. But we're back to Wayne Enterprises, and Mr. Reese is like, I found like these files and like.
So yeah, I did look it over again. And
money missing
your
and
numbers don't match.
Yeah.
You're building this. I want $10 million a year for the rest of my life.
I was like, 10 million.
He said. So you think that your billionaire boss is running around in a bat costume, beating people to a pulp every night, and you want to blackmail him?
He
said, "You keep that." Thanks. But I just want to know, like, what was the rest of his plan? Like, he was going to out Bruce Wayne, and then, like, for what? You weren't going to get any money from Bruce. Like, you already let his secret out. I'm doubting you're getting paid that much money from the news companies to get on TV
I think at that point, that's when the Joker was threatening people. So he was trying to be like the heroic thing, and like, if he's not gonna come forward, like, I'm gonna come forward for him. Like, I know the truth. I can't sit here and not say nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. Before it was money, and then it was like, no, superhero complex. But yeah, so we're getting somewhere. We're at the funeral which doesn't make any sense. This is a funeral for the cop guy, right?
The commissioner, yeah.
Yes. They have bagpipes. I'm like, this was a black man.
Yeah, I was
Why confused. The hell are y'all walking around with bagpipes? Like,
yeah, I definitely was very confused about that.
Maybe like a nice salute, but like, was he Irish? No.
Maybe Gotham's Irish. Maybe, I don't know, bro. America's weird.
Me neither. Anyway, that's not the point. But I was like, what is going on? But okay, at this point, the mayor is being threatened.
Yes, and the mayor is stupid.
And he's still walking around like
casually. No bulletproof vest, no helmet. Like, they could have at least had the speech be inside. Like, okay, you want to have the parade. But like, at least go talk inside where like everything can be watched and covered. Because like, you're talking about up there, like, oh, Gordon's like, how's it looking up there? Man, it's a lot of windows. Bro. Your Secret Service sucks. Y'all need new Secret Service immediately.
But also, I feel like the mayor is never like truly attacked. I feel like this was it, and then like the Joker like kind of moved on.
Yeah. No, because like even after they attempted to shoot him, and then like Gordon jumped in the way. Like that was it.
The end.
Like you hear a few shots going around. Harvey Dent's just walking upright. He hear a shot. He duck. The ducking is over. The shot is shot now. Yeah. Like, why are you ducking now?
Yeah, this scene was very gas. I was like, he died.
Gas. No, I was like, damn. And then, bro,
R.I.P.
Wife was crying, sad.
Bro,
that was so sad.
Oh, like, he got a kid. He got another kid.
He got two. He's go play, and he didn't go play. She's like, Batman.
It's all your fault.
Are you out there? You hear me?
And I feel like this is the beginning of like the city turning on Batman.
Absolutely.
Like, you see, when you need him,
no more cops dying.
When you need him, you're like, oh, Batman, please save me, blah blah. But like, as soon as you don't, he's the first person that you get thrown under the bus.
Yeah, and it's
like what happened yesterday?
Everything that he done just out the window. I definitely minted that, like how wishy-washy they were. Like, what was that about?
And like, yeah, the wife is the first reaction to it, because like, your husband is openly working with this man, and you know this. So like I guess she's in a messy headspace. She's grieving, but still, it's like so quick like, to turn on somebody.
At this point, yeah, they had already announced like Batman come out, and he's the reason why all the people are dying, because like he's like, yeah, we're gonna kill people every day that you don't come out. So okay, I feel like it's more about that than like her knowing for sure that he works with. Maybe not.
No, I mean,
never mind. Yeah, because like, why else would she be calling?
Yeah, because like his son knows too. Right? Like, did Batman save you again?
Like, no, I saved him.
Anyways,
but there was that one actor from Ant-Man in there. He was in.
Yes, I a little further down, but I noted it. That's why I was like, they got everybody up in this movie.
Yeah, it's like I like him. He's a good actor for like crazy characters and also stoic characters.
See, I've never seen
in
him.
The eyes.
I've never seen him in a crazy character. I really only seen him in Ant-Man.
Bro, this was the first movie that I had seen him in. So when I saw him as Ant-Man, I was like, is he gonna be crazy again?
Oh,
yeah.
No, he's just like a nonchalant.
That's crazy or stoic. Because he be saying crazy stuff in Ant-Man too. Like what?
Wait a second.
Yeah.
I feel like in those off topic, but I feel like in those movies I pay more attention to what is his name?
The one that talks Luis.
Yes, I was gonna call him Luigi.
Italian.
Nah, we're not. But yeah, Italian. I pay attention to him more because he's more like in your face. Yeah. Anyways, I know you keep saying the Joker doesn't have a plan. Joker just does. But I'm like, how? Like I wrote down, how smart is the Joker to be so far of everyone? Like it's not just
lining up the joke.
But like it's not like it doesn't like it's not just once. It's like every time. And then for me, it's the cop's not learning. Like he's done it before. Man's died, and then he dies, and it's like you're not catching on.
What do you mean,
like? I feel like for me, like you realize, okay, the Joker is one step ahead of you. Like he's always gonna be one step ahead of you. So I feel like at that point you should realize, hey, he's one step ahead of me. Maybe I should think some more before I jump into action.
See, the thing is, okay, I think that everything that he does, like every like act of terrorism, we're gonna call it, that's what he's doing, terrorizing Gotham. Every act of terrorism is a joke to him. Okay, he's like, every joke has multiple parts. I need to set it up, and then boom. And yeah. So I think like everything always seems so elaborate and thought out because like yes, like he's a comedian. He's wanting to tell the joke. He's wanting to tell a story with his joke. He's like, I'm doing this. I'm doing things on purpose, but I don't have a plan. Yeah. Like the plan is to not have a plan. Yeah. And so like that's what every
plan is.
So he and the thing is with him saying that he's an agent of chaos. Like chaos is two contradicting things. Like chaos can be all bad or chaos can be like all good, and it's the same, and he is just all of that.
Yeah. My thing is just with like the cops and with Batman, like you should just I don't know.
Because they're thinking about him as a regular criminal. But like you should of him as a typical criminal of Gotham and know that they're not learning. Because like
yes, at some point you should realize he's not. Like Alfred literally was like you're being told. Like it's like, you know, when you go into the pantry and you're looking for something and it's right in front of your face. That's what this movie is giving. Yeah. Like, and then someone else has to come in and tell you. It's like the Joker standing right next to them and be like, hey, it's right there. And he does it every time. Like he tells you who he's going to kill. He like, oh my god. You're just being stupid.
Why so serious? They're being too serious that they're not seeing the joke in it.
Anyways, but yeah, then I mentioned the man from Ant-Man. Yeah, everybody and their mama up in this movie.
Everybody in the club gets tipsy.
Yes, and this is when the audience gets it. It's very brief. We see the Joker without the makeup on.
I knew it was coming, so I had to pause it. Yeah, I was like,
I spy.
I'm digesting
with my little eye. And we move on, blah, blah, blah. Did I write this down late? I don't know if this happens twice, but it's very apparent that Rachel doesn't like this man. Like, I wrote down that she didn't even say I love you back. The man, like, she doesn't like this man. I don't know if I wrote this down late or if it happened again in, like, the next scene after whatchamacallit dies. Yes, it did. It happened again. Because I don't know what they're doing, but they're splitting off. And, like, I don't remember what. Oh, my God.
What? Okay, so Batman was going to go turn himself in. That's when Batman contacted saying, I'm going to turn myself in. Harvey calls a press conference, and it's like, all right. The citizens are there talking, and then Dent takes it upon himself to be like, I am Batman.
I'm Batman.
And so, yeah, Rachel, she meets up with him at the precinct, like, what the hell are you doing?
Yes.
And she has to go one way, and he is, like, going to county. He's going to county jail.
Yes.
And that's
yes,
probably where
that's where I am. Yes. Yeah. Yes. And he's, like, telling her, this is very, very apparent that she doesn't like him. He's like, I love you, and she's not saying anything back again. He's about to get put in jail. You want to tell this man that you love him, or...
No, she about to go tell Bruce that she loved him.
Yes, she is.
The coin itself is two-sided.
Yes, he's like, yeah, like, luck is always on my side.
And, like, I make my own luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, you cheat.
And he's like, this is my father's lucky coin. So your father was a con man.
Father was a magician.
You know that for sure?
I mean, I'm guessing they're the only people who have, like, trick coins.
I would, like, anyone can have a coin say, like, oh, if it lands on heads, I'll do this. And it's like,
I guess, yeah, that's
a con man.
Yeah.
Setting it up.
I thought magician when I think of that, but that's just me.
But like, that's not magic. That's just
Well,
lies.
that's
what magic is.
Anyways, yeah, she literally goes to see Bruce.
Yeah.
You know, the only place she'll be safe, Bruce Manor.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, Rachel, you little cheater. Like, you're kissing Bruce. Your man is somewhere. But still, it's like she's mad at Bruce for not turning himself in. But like before, he said he was going to turn himself in, and then when Harvey does it, she gets mad. Like, lady, make up your mind. Like, whose side are you on?
I mean, why? She of course doesn't want Harvey to be turned in for it.
But like, you don't want Bruce to say anything either. So like, what's your solution? Like, what do you want to happen?
She don't know. She don't even know who she wants.
Exactly.
Is she an annoying female lead?
Yes. At first I was like, oh, period, like lawyer, bad, A, like go girl. I like go Betty, going. Yes. Like, please stop talking.
Keep going.
Ugh, stop. You're doing too much. And then yeah, this is where I get into the scene of what it doesn't matter. Who cares? Of the press conference, and then it's talking blah blah blah. I noticed though every time he says like he talks about Batman, he says the Batman. Mm-hmm. Like blah blah blah, the Batman. Blah 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 blah, the Batman. It's like, no, like the Batman should pay for it, blah blah blah. He should come clean. Like, why do we have to die? He should blah blah blah. It's always like the Batman. I'm like, why do you keep calling him the Batman? Just call him Batman. Like, his name is Batman.
I think that's maybe how it started off.
But like, he's not like I'm the Batman. I'm Batman.
He does say, I'm Batman.
See?
Mm-hmm. He does.
I'm not. I am the Batman. Like,
that does sound kind of silly.
That's the main thing I noticed in that scene. Like when he was giving his speech,
because that's his hero, his idol. That's probably what it say on his poster. Every night before he go to bed, it's up there on the ceiling.
The Batman.
The Batman. The savior of Gotham.
Good night.
Oh, sweet dream. I hope you're beating criminals.
But I feel like this press conference is very... We talked about it a little earlier, but it's very apparent of like... I feel like this movie has a lot of scenes of I. Like, I feel like this movie surrounds... Like, everyone is... for the most part, about themselves.
Yeah, there is an I in team. It's in the A-hole.
What?
Like, if you spell team with all capital letters, there's like a center of... It's like the center in between the legs of the A, and then it's the middle. And so it's like, oh, it's the A-hole, like the bad word. When you single yourself out in a team, like you're the asshole. Why would you do that? Maybe you have to see it. You're a visual
We'll do
learner.
this later, yeah. But I feel like, yeah, because as soon as, you know, there's a chance to, like, turn that man in, everyone flips on him. Like,
they
Harvey...
do not care about their friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Like, Harvey is trying to be like, no, like, this, like, he's protected you guys in the past. Like, what are you doing? And they're like, I don't care.
I don't care.
It's about me. I put me first.
So listen, it's about number one. And I'm not talking about Batman. I know that's your number one, not mine.
And I feel like this is part of what like the Joker tries to expose, especially like in his last conquest.
Mm-hmm.
But I just thought this is very interesting. Like we see Gotham is very much an I resonated place, which is very symbiotic to like what America is.
Mm-hmm.
And you see like what you were talking about earlier, like Batman is very much them.
Mm-hmm.
Like he puts the city's responsibility before himself,
and that's very interesting considering that like the city basically took his parents from him.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, bro. Why would they live in Gotham? Why would they not move to Metropolis? Like, you're literally millionaire, billionaires.
Taxes.
Right? You're right. Mm-hmm. You're right. How about that mansion is so cheap there? And it's like, but dang, why would you walk through an alley in Gotham with pearls on, no security? What's wrong with y'all? You wanted to get shot.
Ignorance.
They wanted to die.
But also, I feel like when you're that high up, it is ignorance.
No one's gonna touch me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like it's naive. Like they don't know what's going on with the cops or like petty theft. Like
all they know is that
the check is clearing.
Yeah. I'm about to go to a movie, me and my family.
Mm-hmm. Anyways. Now we get into Rachel giving the letter to Alfred. I feel like that was very weird. Like, why are you telling Alfred to read your letter?
Okay, so earlier at the party, Alfred told Harvey that she's known Rachel for like all of her life.
Yep.
So I'm guessing that Rachel and Bruce kind of grew up together.
Yeah.
And so he's probably like a
mentor.
Kind of father figure, uncle figure, some kind of like healthy, masculine, safe figure in this lady's life. And she knows that it's that for Bruce as well. And so she's like, yeah, like give this to him when he's ready. It's unopened. Like,
I think I'm
at this. If you want to, but just know to give it to him when you're ready.
I think at this point
you just don't.
Am biased, towards Rachel. Because this is where I was like, I bet the other actress was better.
That's hilarious. But I love during the chase that one of the guys is like, I didn't sign up for this, and I'm like, bro, you literally signed up to be a cop in Gotham. Yes, you did sign up for police chases and being blown up.
Be doing traffic stops and stuff.
LOL, bro. They don't stop for cops in Gotham. What is this?
But yeah, speaking of that, we're getting to that. Mm-hmm. They're transporting Harvey to like this other facility. Mm-hmm. And part of it's like, why aren't you more prepared? Like, you know the Joker is coming after you. Like, it's like, not even...
Like, why would you put him in the main...
This is not even like one of his tricks. Like, common sense, the Joker is coming after Harvey because he said he's the Batman.
Yeah. Okay. But also, I feel like they didn't do much to try to prevent Joker from doing anything because, like, it was all going to be undone anyway. He had people in on it. Like, he has people in the cops and, like, in the detectives. Like, people are getting greased by the same people that he's being greased by. And it's just like, what would be the point if you know you got corrupt cops up in here? So just get into the most armored truck. Because I was thinking, like, why wouldn't they have the armored truck on the road, but, like, have Harvey in the helicopter or something? Like,
or, like, have fake
decoy.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's like, but they probably just would have known about it.
I guess.
Like, one of the lead detectives, Ramirez, she was the one who dropped baby girl off. Like,
yeah, but she didn't know, like, as much. Like, she was just, like, the first little, like, here's your small little task, keep going.
But no, more so, like, they could still be getting information from her. Like, oh, like, where's Harvey gonna be?
I guess, yeah.
And, like, it would be more dangerous for him to be up in the air than, like, to just be on the ground.
I feel like at this point in the movie, they're starting to add, like, little bits of comedy in it. Because, like, there's a fire truck and the fire truck's on fire. Found that kind of, like, little irony.
Didn't even realize.
Really?
Just like, there's something on fire over there.
It's a fire truck. And then there's a scene with, like, two little kids, and they're, like shooting, like, pretend to shooting. And then, like, the cars start blowing. Yeah. Like, I always thought I was goated.
Hey! Pointed at my friend next. Are you ready? Let's test these bad boys out.
But yeah, we get into, this is the first interaction. Is this the first interaction? Nope. Second interaction with the Batman and the Joker. They're brawling it out in the street. They're fighting.
Okay, but when was the first interaction?
At the fundraiser.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Yeah. And in this scene, I was very confused until I figured out what the plan was. I was like, yeah, like, what is he doing? Like, he's, like, running at him, but, like, you're missing. And then, like, he falls on the ground. I'm like,
yeah.
Sir.
Yeah, I don't understand why Bat fell on the ground. Like, was that just to decoy?
Yeah, it was intentional. Because that's when Gordon comes out. I'm not dead. Bro, when he came out, sorry.
No, I was gonna say, like, even though I've seen this movie so many times, that still gagged me. I was like, oh, he's not dead. Oh my goodness. Yes. That wife's grief was like real convincing. I'm like, damn, her husband is
it was real.
Like, she was sad. Yeah. Yes. I couldn't risk their safety.
Yes, but when he came out, I was like, this guy looks familiar. I've seen his face before.
They used a similar actor somewhere else. Yeah, babes, they did.
It's like, oh wait, he's not dead.
Continue.
Okay, we back. But you know, they captured the Joker real easily, suspiciously, and no one questions it again.
Because they're not taking it as the joke that it is. They're not seeing that they're being played.
But this is the point where I'm like, okay, they got the Joker, movie's over, right?
Nope. Nobody, nope. Actually, the opposite.
We have an hour left. They added more time at the point in the movie.
Like, the disc I got from the library had the nerve to have two discs, and the other one was like, oh, special edition. How much more special can this edition get? What else do we have?
I think it's that stuff that was on YouTube where, like, they go into details about.
What stuff was on YouTube?
The thing I clicked on originally where it was going into details about, like, the different scenes, like, behind the scenes stuff.
I thought that was, like, a news report. I thought they were saying, like, an actual judge's car got blew.
No,
I'm like, dang, that's sad, but that's not what we're looking for.
No, ma'am.
Okay, got it.
Behind the scenes, yeah. I also thought, I don't know why I thought this. I thought the mayor died. Because, like, he's not, like, that important to the film. Like, he pops up, like, twice.
Yeah.
And then he gets, like, this, it's not a monologue, but he gets, like, this little section in the end. It's like, where were you? What are you doing?
Being the mayor.
You suck at your job.
What is the mayor's? Do you know the mayor's responsibilities?
No, but
he's definitely not to fight Batman. I'll tell you that.
But I mean, for Gotham to be such a crime-ridden city, you suck.
I mean, yeah,
exactly. Next, but yeah, he gets to go home and like, hey guys, not dead.
Wait,
surprise.
Hold on. We still have to talk about the Joker being in jail.
Yeah, that's next.
Oh, okay.
He goes home first.
Right. Okay.
He's just saying, like, hey, my wife and kids,
like, hey,
I'm alive.
I love y'all. Joker's in jail now. I can come out.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. That's where I am. And this is where the little kid's like, did Batman save you? No. I saved Batman.
Your daddy's the hero today.
And then we get into the interrogation scene. And first, I didn't write anything down about when Gordon was talking to the Joker. Did you write something down?
No.
Cool. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I wrote down, like, when the Batman.
See?
When Batman is in there talking to Joker, this is when I first saw, like, what their relationship, like, this is the beginning of, like, what the relationship, like, the Joker's like, I'm just having fun. And Batman's like, why are you doing this? Stop it, you're in jail. The Joker's like, chill out, man. Like, is this not fun to you?
Who's really trapped here?
Yeah. He's like hitting him and stuff. He's like laughing. Like, it doesn't hurt.
No, like, he got hit in the head, and then Batman literally took his elbow and he's like, see, I told you I wouldn't feel anything if you hit me in the head first. Like, duh. Literally. And he gets slammed on the table. I'm just like, ow. And this man gets up and he's just crack his neck. He's like, listen, I'll tell you exactly where they are. Come on. Lies to him. Right to his face.
No, he tells them where they are.
Yeah, he tells him that Rachel is at the address that Harvey's actually at.
Oh, yeah. That's what happened?
Yeah, Batman was going to go save Rachel.
Okay.
But he told him the wrong address on purpose. Yeah.
Stop, because I didn't know that. I was like, why would he save Harvey? Like, what is going on?
He wanted to save his gal.
See, that changes my whole outlook on the rest of the film.
Wow. Yeah. And also, I'm just like, why did they how did they let Dent get away? I'm like, why would they give him away to someone that was untrustworthy? Like, I know you don't got so many cops that you can trust. But like you know that some of the cops are corrupted. Why would you let him off with one of the corrupted cops, bro?
Like, do they know which ones are? Because, like, he trusted Ramirez. Like, she was his right hand.
Well, yeah, she was there, but it's like we don't know how much he trusted her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, did he know the cop that took Harvey?
I don't know if he... I don't know.
So, yeah, maybe he trusts them in a sense.
But I don't know, like, if he knows what cops he sent Harvey Dent with. Like, I don't know if he was just, like, I don't know how involved he was with getting Harvey Dent sent away. He just was like, yeah, get him in a squad car and, like...
I feel like at that point, they're like, we have the Joker. Nothing else is going to happen.
Yeah. Wrong number.
But, yeah, this is, like... I was like, Joker likes getting hit. This is fun because at first you're like, okay, the Joker is like, maybe he's just like a weak guy. Maybe the Batman. Maybe Batman is like just stronger than him and like he's good at what he's doing. But then you see like the cop come in and like
he was antagonizing him on purpose. He's trying to provoke him.
Yeah, but like he obviously isn't weak, is what my point is. Like he.
Oh yeah, like he had him
the man up. Like yeah.
He said, it was my fault. Just shoot him. Take the shot.
So, like, it proves that, like, he is enjoying Batman hitting him.
Yes, he's doing everything intentionally on purpose. Yes. But I wanted to say that, like, hold on. My notes scrolled all the way back up to the top.
Oh, no.
You know, it's a long list of notes. But the mob wanted Batman dead. Yep. Okay? They mentioned earlier in the movie... Well, Joker mentioned earlier in the movie that over the past year, things haven't been the same. And so I'm like, so has Batman only been active for a year? Like, where did he come from? And I'm like, now that I know that there's a first movie, like, bro, I feel like my life has been a lie. Like, bro, I've been watching this movie so many times over the years. I thought it was
like, it's not clicking. Like, I have to watch it again. Like, it's not.
I'm like, yeah, like, it's just supposed to be confusing. I'm like, I wish there was more than just this and, you know, Dark Knight Rises, but.
That's hilarious.
I guess there's not.
Surprise. Hello.
That's crazy.
Oh. Also, part of this shows. Like, we see Batman's angry side because, like, he has Rachel. Like, he's, like, getting frustrated. Yeah, but, like,
he goes and blocks the door.
Yeah, this is the Batman that, like, when I think of, like, this loner, angry person. Like, back to this first original concept of, like, what Batman is in my head. Yeah. This is, like, where it's like, okay, I see you. I see a little poking out a little bit.
The real you.
The real be you. Be who you are.
And I'm like, bro, what if they just didn't let him get his phone call? Like, maybe Rachel wouldn't have died. But no, just the cops wouldn't have been blown up. They was going to die regardless. I mean, they was going to get blown up regardless. They had a timer on them.
Right, yeah.
Remember the guy had the phone inside his body.
So crazy. Okay, we're at yes. It's like, yeah, he has Harvey and he has Rachel and they're on Roost and like you can only save one. I saw this TikTok of I don't think it was an actual concept, but it was like it's a audio on TikTok and the villain is like, okay, like there's two people that you love, like you can only save one and the other one you have to kill. And that's what this scene reminded me of. Like this very like pull and tear. Like, it's for Bruce, it's like the love of your life and like this person who can like take your spot and replace you and like be the real savior to the city. And so originally I thought he was actually going to save Harvey.
Like, I was choose the city. No, he's like, F Harvey, F the city. I want my gal.
No, I was okay. Like, maybe he's playing the role of Batman. Like,
yeah.
Because if you save Rachel, then it shows like kind of who you are and like it gives stuff away. So okay, I guess save. I was so confused. Like, why the hell?
Maybe not too much because he continuously pops out with different ladies like every single time. Like, he was just with the prima ballerina, and now he's with these 3 girls coming off the chopper at one time, and it's like, hey, yo, what's going on? So it's like, I feel like it will be less obvious. Like, yeah, maybe Batman has an attachment to Rachel, but they don't know that. They haven't connected that. I feel like they just automatically exclude Bruce from being in the category of Batman, low key. Like, I feel like they think that Bruce is so aloof. Like, oh, he's just a rich boy up in his mansion. Like, he doesn't really know what's going on with the world. Like, later on, like, Gordon's like, oh, you don't watch the news much, do you, Mr. Bruce? Because he plays dumb. He's like, oh, should I go to a hospital?
He's like, I was trying to make the light. Like, what's going on?
Like, I'm a hero? What are you
talking about? Anyways, yeah, he goes and saves Harvey, I guess, by accident. And Harvey is peed.
Yes. And like,
why? Like, why are you here? Why me? Yada yada yada.
And I know that Batman's mad too, because like, he was trying to go save Rachel. He's like, I'm not supposed to be here, but I have to save you because I am here. And like,
I have to save you.
And like, I hear you being mad. Like, bro, you think you're mad? You think that's mine. That was mine first. And now she has to die, and I'm hearing her die on the phone. Like, you think it's bad for you? You don't even know.
What I find crazy though in that scene, they're talking. Harvey and Rachel are talking, and like, no, like, it's okay. Harvey's like, they're coming for you. Like you're okay. Like, you're fine. She's like, yeah, I know, but like, still, I'm like, girl.
So yeah, I know that they're coming for me, but I don't want to live without you. Like, I will marry you.
Who says that?
Who says I don't want to live without you?
No, who's like, yeah, I know. Girl, what?
I'm guessing she's just assuming, like, old chivalry, like, oh, of course they're gonna come save the woman. Like,
no.
I think that's what she's thinking.
No, she's thinking, Bruce is in love with me. I'm gonna be okay.
Or that too.
I mean, like, it's one thing to think it, but another thing to, like, act. Like, in that moment, you don't say that. You're supposed to, like, no, like, she could have said, like, I just don't want to live without you. Like, you didn't have to put that. You didn't have to say, I know.
You just don't like her.
That is true. But, like, you just don't. Like,
see, you don't say that to somebody who's about to die. Bro, she's about to die, too.
She's not, though. Because she's like, I'm fine.
That's what she think.
But that's what happens. Karma.
Wow. So she deserves to blow up now. Crazy.
But no, yeah, I literally went, okay, wait, why did he say Rachel? Okay, everything's making more sense to me.
Yeah.
Okay, but also the fact that he's like, beforehand, he's like trying to like escape and move around, and he like knocks himself over. I'm like, man, do you not
huffing gasoline
buckets in front of you? Like, maybe be a little more cautious. And I was wondering, like, why.
Very smart.
I was wondering why that scene was important. And I guess I just had like Marvel in the brain. I was like, he's gonna get superpowers. Like, this is like special gasoline.
He's gonna burn half a crisp to death.
Yeah, I saw that at the end. It's like, oh,
so right. You just got ugly.
Wrong universe.
You didn't get cool. Yeah. Great.
I guess this is okay. Yeah, literally. I was like, okay. Oh no, that's wrong. Call someone a narcissist, but then I took it back. They save, yeah, and then okay, is the Batmobile just like faster than like cop cars? Like, why couldn't they get there at the same time?
He was on a motorcycle, so motorcycles are definitely faster than cars.
He was on okay, yeah. Okay.
And like, because they're so lightweight, so they could just move much more faster than a heavy cop car. And like, he's probably cutting through lights, driving on the sidewalk. The whole world is his expressway.
Irony though, like that they were right there.
Yeah. I mean, like, if they would have went in to try to save her, they probably would have died.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's just that half a minute really saved that man's life.
She blew. Well, we can go back to the Joker. He's antagonizing this man, and he pulls his sleeves up. And I wrote down, I was like, okay, now it's time to be Joe. Beep. And then it is time to be someone's, but it's not his.
And I just don't understand why they need to have a cop in there with him. Like, why couldn't he just be by himself inside the interrogation room? Like, y'all literally can see him. It's two-way mirror. He's looking at himself, but you guys are looking at him. The door is locked. Why do y'all feel like there needs to be someone in there? And then, yeah,
I guess
these people don't make good decisions because, like, why did you allow him to
think?
He's like, all right, now it's time to beat your booty.
What is the education system in Gotham?
Poor.
That's why. There we go. Because, yeah, now that you bring it up, he literally could have stood, like, on the outside of the door.
Like, why is he standing on the inside?
Yeah.
So that Joker could escape. It was all part of the plot. All part of the joke.
And he's like, yeah, I just want my phone call.
I literally just want my phone call.
Like that
blows up the whole thing.
And then yeah, we hear the other guy, which is there's a trend of at least like towards the end when we actually get to know the people Joker is like working with, that something's going on. They're either like schizophrenic or
that guy.
Yeah.
That he had in there, yeah.
Yeah, but also like the guy, Ant-Man guy, he was schizophrenic too. And so like the two people that we're like introduced to he's working with, they're both schizophrenic. So like there's a trend.
Maybe he lives near a mental hospital.
That's what they said. They said he knew the other guy from a mental hospital. But like, how do you know that? How do you get all that information, but you don't know who the Joker is?
Maybe because they knew who the guy was, and so like they got the information like that. Maybe he started talking. I don't know. That's a really good question.
Yeah, but yeah, he's like, yeah, like my insides hurt, and like something. It was like something's tingling or something.
He's like the doc. He's like, boss said that he was gonna make the voices stop, and like he said he was gonna make the insides feel like sunshine, the rainbows. He
definitely did that.
He said like something like this was gonna make it warm, and it's like a joke once again, playing jokes.
Poor guy.
Whatever, like.
But Harvey is rescued. His face is half on fire, and I was like, "This is the start
of Harvey's downfall,
villain origin story. This is the beginning. Here we go with all his corny tricks." They're in the hospital. Harvey's like laying there all burnt and crispy, and Gordon's coming in trying to talk to him, like trying to see if he's okay. Trying to see if he's okay. Like, you're not taking your medicine. Like you don't want the gauges. Yeah,
skin grafts. Yeah, to help his skin, return.
Yeah, he's like, nah, like this is what y'all wanted. Y'all kept calling me Two-Face.
Y'all got it.
Here I am. And this is all your fault.
It's like, bro, he just entered his victim era so quick. He was just like,
yes, I'm
the victim. Everything else is wrong. I didn't do anything that could have led me to this situation. What?
I'm remembering where I don't know where the scene is, but Harvey isn't, because his face is normal. He's interrogating a guy for information. And they're in like this random dark room, and he has his coin. This is before we know. I don't know where it's, but this is before we know that the coin is like a trick coin. He's flipping the coin, and he's like, "Okay, we'll see. You live or die. Let's flip this coin." And Batman comes, and he's like, "You're gonna have someone's life rely on luck, like on a coin." This is the scene where I'm like, "Okay, Harvey."
Something's
going on. Like, he's yelling and screaming at this man. Like, he's freaking out. And the Batman is there. And he's like, you can't have someone's life rely on a coin.
Like chill, Pookie.
Bro, relax. And then we see this now.
Don't pull out the 9.
This is part of his villain era. Like, his villain trick is this dang coin.
That dang coin.
That now is, like, not luck anymore. It's actually like a regular coin because it was burnt when he got burnt.
It probably not even regular coin. I don't
didn't Rachel have it?
I thought that Rachel had it too because he gave it to her.
Maybe they found it afterwards and like gave it back to him.
Maybe like that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh yeah. Because when he was going back a little, when he was talking to Gordon in the hospital about his face, they weren't showing it at first. I was like, show me. Let me see. Let me see. I was like, oh.
Turn back around. Turn back around.
But this makes me curious because this is back in the day. This is
2005. Yeah.
Did they do this with makeup, or did they do it with CGI?
Little dots. Yeah, little dots on his face.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
It would have been so cool if it was with makeup, and I would have been like, "See,
look,
you did it back in the day. What happened now?"
But like,
can't even prove my point.
That CGI was good though.
It ate
like
so good. But yeah, now Harvey is on a rampage.
Wait, before Harvey gets on a rampage while he's still in the hospital, I love the Joker's drag slay. All right, he got the little cute little nurse outfit on, with the red wig. I'm like,
oh right,
this is my next Halloween costume. Bro. Joker as the nurse.
That
like,
would eat.
Stop. No, he even had like a Harvey Dent sticker on.
Yeah,
like Harvey Dent for DA. I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. And this is where he talks about like, do I look like a man with a plan? Like, I'm not the one who planned to kill your baby girl. Like, the mob has a plan. Like, the police have a plan.
This man, the Joker's a gaslighter, bro.
Exactly. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Period.
Whole movie. Because he's gatekeeping information. He burns the money right in front of the people's face. It's like, no cares at all. But I'm just like, it's so crazy how calculated he was throughout the whole thing. Like, not crazy. He's doing everything on purpose. And this is also where he mentions that he is an agent of chaos. Like, yeah, bitch, I'm doing this on purpose. And I at the end where he blows up the hospital, I just want to mention that this movie was directed by Christopher Nolan. And he does explosions and stuff. He's the one who directed Oppenheimer.
I saw. Yes, this is also where they put in a little bit of comedy. Because like he clicks it and like little things are blowing up. And he turns around and is like, come on. And then
and then he does a little shake and he's like, all right, let's get on the bus. Let's go.
Time to go.
And then the whole thing just implodes. I'm just like, dang. I'm like, okay, Mr. Nolan, do your explosions. That's his whole gag.
Harvey's at the hospital. The hospital's blown up, but everyone, everyone's safe.
Everyone got evacuated. Cool. So now Harvey Dent is on his killing
He's on his rampage, and the Joker goes and visits the mob, and he takes it over, which is crazy. His man turned fast. It's like, where is the loyalty in this mob? He's
with the power. And that man is crazy.
Yeah, but like even his dogs turn. Like when we see the Joker later in the building, and he has 3 Rottweilers, and he's listening. They're listening to his commands. I'm like, not even your dogs are loyal to you, sir.
Like, come on. And I was wondering, I'm like, where are the fairies going when they're trying to evacuate the city?
Across to a different borough, probably.
But like, this is not. New
this
York.
Is Gotham.
Exactly. And this is Chicago.
Well, if it's mapped after New York. Did they film the whole movie in Chicago?
They filmed it in Chicago. Nothing was filmed in New York. They filmed in Chicago, a city in London, and in Hong Kong.
So, yeah, they might have had that scene somewhere else. If we're talking, like, outside the movie? We're talking, like, in the movie?
No, we're talking about in the movie.
Well, yeah.
Fairies in the movie.
Is Metropolis, like...
That's where I guessed that they were going, but I'm like, I don't know how far Metropolis is. I would assume that Metropolis is close by, but I just don't know how far it is. I don't know if you have to go by water. Like, that's probably the most effective way to get a large amount of people out, because people trying to drive, they're clogging up the expressways and all that kind of jazz. But I just want to know, like, why did they choose to have a boat full of convicts? Like, why was that? Why did you feel like that was the most priority?
Those are the people from the mob, I'm pretty sure. And so they were trying to, like, protect, like, keeping them all, locked up or whatever. I don't remember the reason, but I'm pretty sure it's all the people they originally locked up, and so they had to like clear them or whatever. But I feel like if it's mapped after New York, like New York has like a ferry to Staten Island. Yeah, and I feel like that's where it's like coming from. But also, I think it's just because the Joker's like, hey, don't use the bridges or whatever else, and so they're like, okay, we have to get them some like just like rider wise, they have to use something else.
I thought he was saying like you can't use the bridges tomorrow. I didn't even know he was talking about that day. I thought he was just saying like, yeah, everybody got to be out by midnight. Oh yeah, he did say something about the bridges. I just didn't know what he was saying.
But he was like, be careful about blah blah blah. And so that's why everyone's like, okay, we're getting on the ferry, which is like, I wrote it down. We're skipping ahead, but I wrote it down. I was like, think for a second. If this man is like
telling you
a trickster, and he's like, hey, don't use X, Y, and Z, but there's only one option left, don't you think he would do something to that one option too?
Bro, I don't know, Gothamites, they don't
that education system
sense.
See, if it was me personally,
tell us,
I would have hibernated, like bunkered in my home for a couple days.
Me and you, like, I'm like, me personally,
I'd be in that basement.
Like, it's like, why he gonna have to come after me?
He's not gonna come to my house.
I'm just a little lady. I work at the post office. I don't do nothing to nobody.
I'm not up in that hospital or like in those government rooms. Like
it ain't got nothing to do with me. And
I ain't gotta
you don't ever see them like going and shooting up neighborhoods.
Exactly.
They robbing banks. They trying to cause anarchy, and
they was never at the grocery store. Let me get my little canned food so I can survive for a couple days and be in my basement
and chill out,
and then I'm gonna leave.
Maybe take a canoe or something.
The subway
or something.
Let me walk.
I can get somewhere.
Get my bike.
We bucking it. Let's go.
Oh my goodness. Okay, but this is where Mr. Reese is on the news. He's like, I know who Batman is. No one else is gonna die. I'm going to tell the truth. And then Joker's like,
actually, I don't want that.
Yeah, you're gonna die, or this is before, or I'm gonna blow up the hospital. Yeah, Harvey's going on his killing spree. He's trying to figure out who the heck got Rachel, who set them up, like why is she dead, and he's very much like blinded by grief.
Absolutely. Grief and trauma and pain.
Yes. And
like actual physical pain.
Yeah,
his nerves are exposed to the air, so ooh.
Yes. And this is like, I feel like this is, that's why I say like the other scene was important, because like that's where you first see him like tweak out, and so like you're just like, it's not from ground level. That would be a huge jump. It's like he's like a fourth, and then
he was already starting to lose it.
Yes. And then he jumps up and he's going around using his little coin. Let's see if you live or die. Anyways. Woo! And I feel like the scene isn't that important, but we get to the one cop and he's in the bar and he's like, it's my day off. I don't really care about what's going on out there. And then I think Harvey comes to him and he's like, hey man.
Because that was a cop that dropped him off.
Gotcha.
And he was like, "What? Who's the other dirty cop?" They're like, "Who did the other thing?" Yeah.
And Batman's trying to. Joker says his plan. Batman's trying to like figure out where he is, and this is where we see like the phone singing become like this bigger array thing. And Mr. Fox is like, "Yo, man.
You took it a step too far.
Stop what I signed up for.
Take this as my resignation."
I find it weird though, because Mr. Fox knows that Batman is Bruce. But when Batman comes in his full suit, he's still in like his voice, like his Batman voice. And I'm like, why don't you just talk regular?
Force habit, probably. Like when he puts on the suit, like he is Batman, like that is a whole persona separate from Bruce Wayne. Also, I do want to mention that the actor that played this character, he plays in American Psycho, which is like about having these multiple different faces of you and like keeping a persona up when the whole time like you're a psycho murderer on the backside. So I feel like that kind of influenced the way that this movie was going, or just like the way that Christian Bale embodied the character.
I feel like, yeah, definitely like with how they decided to portray Bruce and Batman, and how like I keep saying like it's Batman. Like Bruce is just like side piece that pops up every once in a while.
Not the side piece. Oh my gosh.
Gordon is talking to Batman, and he's like, he knows that Dent is going on this like rampage trying to figure out stuff, and Gordon's like, no, like I have to go save Dent, like. And for me, it's like it's too late. Like he's already, you had your chance to save Dent, and he's far gone. Like as much as I don't think Harvey deserved to die for that, like you didn't do your job. Like this is where the scene where Harvey is like, no, like you're working with corrupt cops. Like what are you doing? This is where for me it came full circle, and it's like, why are you working with corrupt cops? Like these people died partially because of you.
Yeah, that's true. And it's like, how much of an effort would it have been? Because I'm guessing, yes, Gotham is just a city that's a part of a larger state. Like being like getting those out, okay, letting it go up the chain of command, and then they would have come in like, I don't know, probably sent some temps in or something, just like, I don't know, because like how fast could he get other cops in there? And I think like maybe he was just feeling drowned, like he's just in over his head. How much can he really focus on? Like, I'm trying to get the mob down, I'm trying to like stop daily crime, and I got corrupt cops on me. Like I can only figure out the corrupt cops like, after I don't have so much crime, and so he's just like up to his neck in crime, underwater in crime, honestly.
I do say a lot of times, like when you hear cops talking about like mobs and like lower crime stuff like that, they're always like, well, we got to keep the lower people on the streets to get the mob. So maybe it was kind of like that, like we have to target the big people before we can get the little guys.
Small fries.
But we're at this, big closing scene. We have Harvey
closing fight
threatening Gordon's family. We have the people on the ferry, and then we have the hostages. Well, they're not, they're real hostages in the building with the Joker.
Yeah, that was very creative how they did that.
Yes. So we're gonna break this down part by part, so I don't get confused.
Let me hear your part.
So we'll start with the ferries. We have two ferries. We have one ferry with the criminals, and then we have one ferry with the civilians. And I feel like it's known that Joker's whole point of this, there's bombs on there in like a nice little gift box. Here you go. You can either blow someone up or you're both gonna die. And he's testing, I feel like he's testing like human beings' morality, and he's testing like this voice of I that we see a lot in the movie. I feel like that's like one of the main themes of like, gotta put me first.
Yeah, the selfishness, and like showing that people aren't worth having faith in. Like this place is bad, people are bad, and I'm gonna prove that, just like how I proved it with Harvey Dent.
Yeah, exactly. And then like even having like criminals versus like innocent people, it's like, well, like they're obviously criminals. Like my life is like the thing that kept going up, like they made their choice. Yeah, they made their choices, they had their chance. Like I'm not dying because of them. And then
it's like, you're not dying because of them, like you're dying because of someone else. And it's like, you're not only killing those convicts, but you're killing the police officers, you're killing the captains, you're killing the other people that work on the boat. So it's like, what if some of these people went to jail unjustly?
That's what I was thinking.
Like, what if these people went to jail because they had to steal some diapers for their baby?
Like, I was like, what if I just stole an apple from a grocery store? Now I gotta die
because I was hungry? That's messed up.
Crazy. But then also you see, in comparison to the other boat, like the cops in the civilian boat, you see democracy. You're like, yo, like at least let us be able to vote for it. Like, come on, like this is America. Like,
but that wasn't even the citizen saying that. That was someone in charge. It was like, no, like we're gonna put it to a vote. Like we're not.
Yeah, But like in the criminal boat, like you don't see anything. There's no commentary. There's police with guns. Be like, yo, like back up, like
everyone's
relax,
like, riding, like no, like we like let me push the button. Da, 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 da. Like, why did he shoot on the boat though? Like that was kind of dangerous. Mess something up, but whatever. And it's like,
but like we see that like how criminals and stuff get no voice, they get no say, and they don't get like the choice of democracy, or like the
symbolism,
the contrasting of the two boats, and like the times going on, and the civilians on the other boat are like, well, the guy, one of the cops or whatever guy in charge is like, well, but like we're still alive, like they haven't blown us up yet, and we see like bits of humanity, some would say, as the clock starts ticking down. It's like we're still alive, like they still haven't chosen yet, so maybe we should like take a second and like think about this,
think about them.
Yeah. And then when the big guy on the other boat won, why was he cross-eyed?
It's Debo. That's just how he is. Like I think like that's the actor. Like that's how the actor's eyes are.
I was like, what? Like, was this supposed to make him look all big and scary? Like more scary? Like, come on. But he's like, yo, like, oh, I never killed nobody before. Like, give it to me. Hand it over. I thought this man was finna. Hey, oh.
Right out the window perfectly. Like imagine if he had just missed just by a centimeter, it'd be in someone else's hand. Boom! They would not have cared that much.
And then he sat down. But we see like this, like even criminals per se, like they have humanity. They have these empathy. Well, and then you see that on the other boat,
like empathy. Oh, wait, no, empathy is the right word. I was like empathy and sympathy, but no, like they're empathizing. They're both in the same situation.
And then we get to the other boat, and you know the white man's like, "Let me do it. Like ain't nobody gonna else do it. Like I'll do it." I was like, "Yeah, I would."
Bro, well, there was some lady that was rushing him, and I'm like, "Bro, have you ever killed a boat full of people before? Stop rushing that man."
The in me, I was cheering him on. Because I wanted it because they show us the criminal like throwing it away first, so I wanted to be the contrast of like black man doing the right thing and the white man like, go ahead, white man, yeah, period, go ahead, prove yourself,
blow him up.
But he puts it down. He's like, no, I guess like you guys are right, like we're still alive.
That, or like I wonder what it is that he was thinking. Was he thinking that? Was he thinking like, oh, I don't really have the cojones to do this, like actually kill all these people?
I think
like,
it's a little bit both.
Yeah, probably all big and
because that is a lot. Like,
would you blow up a boat full of convicts?
Oh hell no. I would, but I was trying to
like, I would.
Nerd, don't clip that. I was trying to like think about like if I was in that situation. Like I understand their perspective. Like if I ain't never stole nothing, I ain't never killed nobody, why do I have to die? Like I get the perspective, and it is a hard choice. Like if it's like
I just have to pray.
Honestly,
because it's just, hey, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I didn't choose to be on this ferry today. God chose me.
See, the thing is, we wouldn't be on the ferry in the first place.
You're right.
We wouldn't even be in that situation.
In a different situation, maybe if we were
we would have been
a different nation. You know what I mean? Still besties through it all, but some reason we're living in Gotham. I don't know. But
for some reason we're stupid.
Exactly. And we're gonna get out of this city together.
Exactly.
Jesus, please. Does anyone else want to pray?
Guys, let's start a prayer circle.
Do we have a priest in the building? On the boats? Any priest? A Bible?
The thing with that, though, I feel, at least like an example with my mom, she's very much like, no, I'm gonna just sit still. I ain't getting no ferry.
I'm just waiting out.
My time to go, it's my time to go. So I feel like, yeah, we would just been chilling at home.
Barbecuing.
Did you see any on the boat? They were at home.
No. I feel like the lady that rushed him maybe was, but like also I thought that judge was black, so exactly. You can't trust me.
You know, I saw all people.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Anyways,
that's funny.
No one dies.
No,
we're gonna skip a little bit before the end, we're gonna go to the hostage situation.
Mm-hmm. Very clever, very clever.
Yes, Batman finds out like the Joker is there. The police also see like there's hostages in there. Mm-hmm. Yada yada yada. My only not critique, but my peeve, which is more of like the police not thinking. They go in and like they see people with masks, but it's not like very obvious, but it's obvious. Like these people have duct tape strapped to their hands,
like a lot of duct tape
on the gun. So like if they would have just took a second to look,
like I feel like for the cops that were up close, they don't have a second to just be looking casually at their hand.
Like it's not even, it weren't aimed at them though.
And you're right, because like they're just yelling like, hey, they're yelling demands, put the guns down. It's like, okay, but are you digesting at the same time?
And like with the camera view, you can see, at first I didn't see the duct tape first, but I saw someone shaking. It's like, why is like the clown shaking? Like,
yeah,
what are you doing? And then you see the duct tape and it all like
clicks,
goes through. So I feel like if they would have just took a second.
Yeah. I also feel like, heat of the moment, you're scared for your life.
They're just stupid.
That's true too. This is Gotham, and these are Gothamites.
Gothamites,
smart.
Yes, but on Joker's behalf, that is very clever because he knows that they're not going to take that second to think.
Exactly.
And so the hostages are the clowns, and the clowns are the doctors.
Dun dun dun.
Yep. And Batman comes in. He's able to stop the cops from killing the real people, and he gets the Joker, and they start fighting. And the Joker's fighting back this time. He's like, yeah, let's go. I'm ready. This is fun. Woo! And I don't remember the dialogue, but Joker's saying his little spiel. And this scene is very interesting to me because this is a point where it's midnight and no one on the ferry has blown up. And Batman's like, your plan didn't work, bud.
Yeah, like Gotham, the Gothamites are not what you think. Like,
yeah, there's some good people out there. And I was surprised that Joker was actually like shocked.
Yeah.
He was like, wait a second,
so sure that something terrible was gonna happen.
Yeah.
He sees the worst in it all.
Yeah.
And he was like, don't worry, I have a backup.
Yeah.
Throws him off the building.
It would have been very interesting.
He was laughing on the way down. Like,
bro,
Agent of Chaos.
It would be very interesting though if they would have like dived more into that. Like this is the first time and the only time that Joker's plan has not gone through the way that he wanted. But yeah, he throws him off the building, and he's laughing, and he's still saying his little piece. And then we transport all the way to Harvey and Gordon. Harvey has kidnapped this man's family.
The daughter, the son,
and the wife. Yeah. And
I'm like, see, this is at the point where I'm like, I think Dent was always crazy. Yeah, no snaps, babe. But I'm like, if he was really pure of heart, he wouldn't have gone down this route.
No. But like
and Rachel wouldn't have wanted that for him.
Yeah. But he's blinded by grief, by pain, by rage.
Somebody doesn't do their daily meditation.
And he's like, no, like, I suffered, like, you're gonna suffer the way that I suffered.
It's not about what I want. It's about what's fair.
Right.
Bro, you're a grown man. Get out of your diaper. Gosh.
And Batman pops up, and he turns on Batman, too. He's like, I'm gonna flip a coin. We're gonna see what your fate is. This man lied. Heads, you stay alive. Tail, like the burnt side, I kill you. It landed on heads, and he was like, "Fuck."
Oh, I thought it landed on the dark side.
No, it landed on heads every time he flipped it in this scene. Yes, and then he put it to his head,
but he decided not to.
No, it landed on heads.
Yeah, he decided not to do it.
Heads means you stay alive.
Exactly, but even though it landed on head for Batman, he still decided to shoot him. And even though it landed on heads for Baby Boy, but Batman had stopped him before he was able to make a decision.
Oh yeah, I wasn't talking about that yet. I was talking about him and himself.
Mm-hmm.
So well, yeah,
I was just saying, like, even though it landed on Hedge, just like how different Batman, he shot Batman, he did decide to shot himself.
Yeah,
shoot himself.
Yes, and then for the kid, he flipped it and it landed on Heads again.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, okay, well, time for you to go. And then Batman comes back because he has armor. Like, he's not.
Yeah, I knew that he didn't get shot in the gut.
Yeah, and then he saves him, and then he falls off the roof. And like when he's falling, like it flips again on Heads. Because I think, does he like point it at Gordon or something?
No, I think that he's like, oh, we're about to find out to see if you get punished or not. He's like, please don't punish the boy, like punish me. He was like, oh, we're about to punish you. Like killing your son is a punishment to you. And before he can get an answer from the coin, that's when Batman
gotcha. Yeah, and
dives off the roof with all of them, and baby boy is saved. Batman's right there, then Batman dropped down, and
Yep.
They put all their eggs in one basket case. Okay.
That was good. You write that down?
Yeah.
I feel like in Landing on Heads was like his dad calling to him. Hey son, stop. Or like Rachel,
stop son,
stop. His once fiance for like 5 seconds.
I didn't even give her the ring. I wonder if there was a ring.
I don't think there was a ring.
Because like he just asked her to marry her like at random at a party.
Yeah. Right. But at this point, everyone on the ferry, we're at the closing scenes. Mm-hmm. Everyone on the ferry is alive and saved. The Joker is back in custody. I'm assuming he was hanging there.
Yeah.
And then, Harvey is dead. Batman's alive. Gordon's family is cool. And Gordon's like, Joker won.
Yeah.
And Batman's like, no, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Personally, I think he did win. Like, even though he's in custody, like, it might not have been intentional, but, like, Batman killed someone. He broke his one rule. He killed Harvey.
He did. Harvey would not have died by himself.
Yeah, and they didn't acknowledge that.
No, they didn't. I thought that was really interesting, too. But, yeah, they wanted to make it, like, even though he didn't win in the sense of the city, he still won that case for Batman.
Yeah, he won what his motive was.
Yeah.
Like,
come on. Focus on the bat
and
whole time.
Yeah, at the end, they still don't understand the Joker.
No, they don't get the joke.
Yeah, the Batman's like, I guess it is common. I keep saying it. Batman's like, I'm going to be, whatever the city needs me to be. And right now, the city needs me to be a villain. They need me to be the one that killed Harvey Dent.
Killed all those other cops, too.
Yeah. He's like, you're just going to have to chase me, bruh. And his son's like, why is he running?
To chase him. You ain't never played tag, son. You so stupid.
But yeah, and that's it. You got any closing remarks on the ending, or
just that there was a really dull axe to break that, Batman sign in the sky. Like they were breaking.
That was kind of stupid because couldn't they just have like ripped the?
No, like literally, like why'd you have to break the whole floodlight?
Dramatic.
Gotham Knights.
Not all there.
No.
Their lobes aren't developed or something.
Something. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I just wanted to mention the kind of duality that Gordon was saying at the end. Because at Harvey's funeral, he's like, Dent was the hero that Gotham didn't deserve, but the hero that we needed. And then when he's talking to his son as Batman's running away, he's like, because, son, Batman is the hero that Gotham deserves, but they don't need right now.
Right.
And I'm like, wow, I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah. And then we also see the full circle of, like, you either die or you live long enough to see yourself turn into a villain. And Harvey turned into the villain, and then he died.
Batman's alive, and Batman didn't necessarily turn into a villain like himself. Personally, but in the eyes of the public,
he did. Yes. Yeah. See, that man was smart before he went crazy. But that wasn't even him. That was his dad, right? That said that. Everything he got was from his dad. Damn.
The con coin and the one good quote.
Should we rate this out of coins?
Sure. What? How many coins do you get for him?
I just thought of that right now. Okay. First,
how many cents out of $1?
1 out of 100. First off, I want to say, like, going into watching this movie, I feel like there's a lot of hype around, like, The Dark Knight, which one makes you feel like, okay, this is the first movie.
Like, bruh,
it's the sequel.
It's bamboozled.
But I feel, for me personally, I feel like the hype is, like, around the Joker and how Heath Ledger played the character.
Yeah, like, I feel like the Joker definitely carries this movie because, like, he is this underlying force behind all of the bad things that are happening.
Yeah. Maybe I should have watched the first one first, but, like, going into this and, like, being so confused, I feel like without the Joker, like, the hype around the movie isn't there. But I do agree, like, the Joker is like, that portrayal of Joker was definitely, like, I haven't seen a lot, but, like, it's definitely, like, one of the best.
I hadn't seen a lot when I was saying, like, this was the best Joker I have ever seen. Like, what?
But, like, in terms, maybe because it's not a DCU movie, maybe those are just the movies that suck.
No, literally, that's exactly what I was thinking when I was watching this, and, like, how I don't even associate The Dark Knight with DC. I'm just like, dang, like, this is a great movie. Oh my gosh. Yeah, maybe because, like, it's just its own separate trilogy. Yeah, and, like, honestly, Spider-Man. The most recent Batman that we saw, like, I don't remember fully, but I don't remember it being terrible. Not like those other movies.
We just couldn't. I remember we couldn't hear.
Right. The dang sound effects with the audio, they suck. But
I definitely don't think, like, we were raving about it. I don't think we said it was trash. I think,
like, Aquaman 2, I will never set my eyes upon that movie.
I've never seen that.
I haven't either, and I don't ever plan on it.
Well, personally, I liked Aquaman 1. And everyone was like, no, that mess was trash. I was like, oh.
Like, I can just, like, tell, like, the CGI from, like, what I saw, like, a peep of.
Yeah.
I'm just like, ugh.
Well, I think, okay, they're under new management, so we'll see what happens with the DCU.
Yeah.
Anyways, what are we doing? We're doing 1 out of 100?
No, I think we do 1 out of 5 coins.
1 out of 5 coins?
Yeah.
I would give it. You have to do any animation for this, so.
Yeah, I was just gonna, like, pop little, like, have little coins. Just, like, however many coins we say, that's how many are there. Okay. No animations.
I'm in between, like, part of me wants to say, like, a 2 point, like, 2.85 or, like, 9.
Just give her a 3 coins, 3 quarters.
But okay, I'll give her 3 out of 5 coins.
I would give her a 4 out of 5 coins. Definitely for, like, nostalgia purposes. Like, yeah, like, I was walking through, I'm like, yeah, I like this movie. I already had, like, the bias in my head, and, like, plus I already knew how much was going on in the plot already, and so it was really nice to hear your fresh eye perspective on it all, and, like, pick up on little things that I wasn't even paying attention to, because I'm just like, my brain is already subconsciously filling in the plot. And so, yeah, pretty cool.
All my confusion. Honestly,
bro, now that you say that they're the first movie, like, everything else makes so much more sense as to why I'm so confused. I was just like, it's just supposed to be confusing. It's the Dark Knight. It's mysterious.
No, but honestly, I don't think I would watch that first movie. Like, watching this doesn't make me want to keep going because of the Joker. Like, he's not in either of them.
He's not gonna come back now.
Yeah, and he wasn't in the first one either.
You looked it up.
Yeah.
Like, I would want to watch the first one just to know more about this Bruce. Yeah, like, I would hope that
give us something, some character development.
Let's see what the description is.
It's about, like, this beginning of Batman, like, him, like, becoming Batman.
All right, so I would guess that they would give us more Bruce, and I lied. This movie came out in 2008. Batman Begins came out in 2005.
See,
3 years apart. Yeah,
you knew a little tidbit about it. Yeah. Got anything else? Mm-mm. What was? Hold on. Do I know what the last thing I watched? What was the last movie that you watched? And what do you recommend?
I haven't been watching movies. I have. Yeah, I'm becoming you now. Okay.
That brings so.
I've been just binge watching Punisher. I'm on season 2 now. And what I would recommend. The What If series. That's also something that I watched.
The first season.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
After I didn't finish the second season, but that first episode was weird.
We're watching the third season right now.
Oh.
Yeah, they got another season now.
You made it all the way. Oh, period. Go off.
We like little animated things. Thinking about the theories and like thinking about the what ifs.
Yeah, I just couldn't get through Nebula. Whatever the heck.
Being all freaky.
No, like the first, she was talking weird or something.
Yeah, like, you know, being freaky, being weird.
So I turned it off.
Ugh.
Also, people are like, they didn't do enough with their what ifs. Like, there's so much that they could have did. And they didn't tap into it. Like, they were like they put Agent, like they were harbored around Agent Carter so much. Like, let her go. Jesus.
Dang.
And like, they're not, I don't think they're doing any more either.
I wonder when this third season came out then.
Last year? Anyways, last thing I watched was called Picture This on Amazon. It's a rom-com. And like, they had good actors in it, but I don't think their writing crew was good. Like, the way they the way they went about like their script and like the plot and like the pace of everything wasn't that good. And then like the person she ends up with, I saw a comment, it was like they were only on screen together for like 15 minutes. Like, how was I supposed to believe that they were in love? Like, but anyways, yeah, like I love, because the actress from Bridgerton, the Indian girl, she's in there. I was like, okay, let me watch this. Like, I like her. Like, she's a good actress. They just did the script wrong. Yeah. I haven't watched anything worth
recommending. Yeah. That's what I'm like, maybe what if you want?
I'm like in a slump. Like, there's nothing like
good out.
Yes. Yeah. I am watching this short cartoon thing on Disney. I think it's called Win or Lose.
Oh yes, I've seen not trailers, but like they're talking about it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So I guess I would recommend that. Got anything?
Close her out. Closing it.
Thank you. We already know this is gonna be a very long podcast. So thank you so much for sitting through the podcast. I hope whatever craft you're working on turns out beautiful, or whatever meal you were eating was delicious, or if you were in the car, I hope you got there very safely. If you can, please subscribe. It helps us grow and find new people and new audience. And follow us on our socials.
Yeah,
they are linked down below. We have special exclusive content on our TikTok, so make sure you go over there and like, follow, comment.
Like this video, comment, let us know if you would blow up a boat of convicts.
Oh
yeah, let us know. Or if you were a convict, would you blow up the citizens? Let us know in the comments below.
Let us know if you're a convict.
No, don't let us know.
Thank you so much for watching. We will see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.